to hide.
Piroja, vain Toma, vai Toma.
Everyone to MEC Season 3 playoffs, third day of playoffs. We have today another few great series. I am Wolkenstern, accompanied by our great caster Hockey. Say hello,
Hello.
Hockey.
Hello, everyone. I'm
Today
pretty
we have,
excited to be here.
yes, very good to know. Today we have two exciting series to cast. We have on the menu Birthright versus Team Lunatic. That's the first series that we're gonna see to now. And the second series will be between Occupy versus Team Light Cavalry. Both matches are in the lower brackets today. That means we are going to see teams getting eliminated, and we have to say our farewells to them. And two more teams will advance to the next for another tomorrow. Okay, here we see the predictions from all our casters and people. Yeah, it's a bit one-sided, as you can see, everyone. Birthright heavy favorites already got lots of money prize pool from the Snapdragon Pro Series. If you didn't know about that tournament yet, they won in total more than 6,500 dollars there. Sorry, dollars, not euros. For their perfect, astonishing performance there. And we see some technical difficulties with the stream, but I hope this isn't the biggest issue. And we're gonna see. Are we in the draft already? Anyways, those were the predictions of the casters and staff members and the audience here. Birthright heavy favorites for the first series against Team Lunatic. What is your take on that, Hockey?
I mean, Birthright have proven themselves over and over again, and especially in playing against Team Lunatic, a team that's still new and fresh. To be honest, I have to side with Birthright here, but we shouldn't underestimate Team Lunatic because we know their players individually, both have great skills individually, and now they're a team, so maybe they could pull out something. They could, like, I don't know, surprise us at this point. We've seen their performance last time. It wasn't really the best of Team Lunatic, but maybe it could be way different in this match.
I agree with you. Team Lunatic were struggling last weekend. The week before, last weekend, yeah, in the playoffs in the upper bracket. So we hope to see a new face from them, especially since there's also a new patch here being played. New heroes that got buffed, nerfed, items changes, and maybe we see a new face from them. Maybe they adapted better already now to the new meta here, which is also very crazy to see because we've seen also from the Snapdragon Sia region some tournament games which were actually interesting. Like especially that Xavier pick is gonna be very interesting to see if we are gonna see it tonight in MEC or not. What do you think? Are we gonna see Xavier tonight or not?
I mean, Xavier, Novaria, both are on the table. Both are amazing. People have been spamming such mages. The Sky Piercer, the change, the buffs, the minion clear that became faster. It changes a lot. And when it comes to Novaria and Xavier, these heroes, their skill on their kit makes him so much better with this meta. So maybe we could see a lot of Xaviers, a lot of Novarias, maybe a lot of like constant damage mages. And as you can see already in the draft, we've seen Matilda getting banned, we've seen Esme getting banned, and it just changed the game completely. This is something way different. Like if you were to watch last stream and right now stream, you're gonna see a lot of huge changes. And let's see now, let's get into the second ban here from Birthright.
I'm like expecting some normal bans to see from both sides of the teams. Like I've played already lots of ranked games in this new patch, 5Qs, and also tournament matches. So we kind of know now what could be played in the current meta and with what items. Now with the Minotaur getting banned from the side from Birthright, they would probably want to get rid of the CC options from Team Lunatic. What they could go for maybe as first, maybe a Lolita, maybe a chip. Like a Birthright, they've got more than enough options to play for. I prefer the chip obviously because chip gives you so much for your team, like especially since the last patch, like before. He got even buffed, like he has now a faster teleport, shorter teleport cooldown, can rotate much faster than before. Like Chip, he's just a beast right now in the current meta.
I agree with you. Chip is probably one of the best roamers in a 5Q, but you must not forget, if you have Chips taken out, we've seen some assassins who can take that first spot, right? First pick spot. Because the meta changed and make assassins way better. We can still see like a Hayabusa, a Ling, and Nolan on the first pick with a Sky Piercer, right? But at the same time, we must not forget about the mages coming in. Novaria and Loi. Loi is still as great as ever. Novaria is now even way better, you know, Xavier as well. So let's see how it's gonna play out here. We've seen now the Angela ban, last ban coming in from Birthright before the first big draft phase, and there this Team Lunatic are going for a last ban. I think they do have to take one of the teleport heroes out, or at least ban something else and take one from themselves, because now you're gonna leave Loi and Chip open.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, well, I would probably suggest them to leave both heroes, the teleport heroes open. Take one, take another strong heroes that's still being left open, because right now so many heroes are being left open. Like, even Roger's open at the moment. The assassins are obviously all open. The mages are all open right now, except of Harif, but Harif was being played on gold lane anyways. That's the other part. And on XP lane, you have everything open too. Novario being banned, though, that means the Xavier could be a good pick here for Team Birthright if they want to go for it now. But keep in mind, Lolita is still open. Lolita can kind of throw off Xavier from Xavier's rhythm with his crystal combo. So keep that in mind. But Chip, obviously, the most contested pick right now. First pick now from the side from Birthright. I agree with that pick. Strong pick. You have big pick of potential. Can gank both lanes easily. Like you can start a gank on the gold lane and then immediately gank to the XP lane with your teleport being placed on the map, and it's just very great to have a chip on your team. I wouldn't recommend now giving away also the Louis from the side of Team Lunatic, because if they were to give also the Louis away, then Birthright have many more options available to themselves. So even if Team Lunatic get their hands on Xavier, Louis and Chip in the same team comp, we have seen that discussion already. Like, that is very strong combo.
Yeah, I agree. Having a team that's constantly everywhere on the map is something you're not playing with, especially when the mage is also as mobile as the roamer and at the same time has a lot of damage early to late. Something you don't want to give, but looks like they haven't even picked it up here. We've seen now the Moskov and the Yuzong coming in. Maybe they are prepared for the low E. They said maybe if we give them low E, we can play around that, right? Because now you have Yuzong who can focus in the backline. Moskov depends if he hurts the Spear of Destruction, but the Baxia from Birthright, I mean, you already know Alejandro loves playing those roam tanks there on the jungle. You know he wants to play that aggressive, and there it is, the Roger coming in from the man, the one and only Chang Myung.
I mean, yeah, we know Alejandro likes the tank junglers. Like, sadly, Fredrin got nerfed from his hero pool. That's why he's probably not more prioritizing it anymore. But Bash is still a solid pick, and you can pick in the jungle, same as Sakai, if you want the tank jungle. But like, as we said already earlier, Assassins got buffed a lot and changed a lot since with the new items, with the Sky Piercer. They can basically turned down everything that has low HP. And Basha, like Basha didn't get nerfed. He couldn't do much change, but like he fell off a bit in terms of importance because of the buffs from all the other assassins in the jungle. And now we see the Xavier being picked up from Team Lunatic. As I said before, very strong pick. And the thing is, Louis is still open. I don't know why Birthright still didn't. Like if Team Lunatic don't ban Louis now, then the Louis would be a perfect pick for Team Birthright. They can rotate easily around the map everywhere, have no problems, and you don't have to worry about a counter pick anymore because that is now off the table since Xavier was being picked. Because if the Louis pick came earlier, then Team Lunatic could have maybe gambled on a Kadita pick, which is very good against Louis for pickoffs, obviously. But
Even
now
if they
with
had
Xavier,
to
you don't have
worry-
the issue.
Even if they
Yeah.
had to worry about a counter pick, I mean, you already have the Novaria being banned, so that's like way better opening here for a low E. Like, the only thing you have to worry about, even if you don't go for the mage, is probably a Valentina copying your diversion. But apart from that, this is like almost the perfect low E game here when you have a Chip, have a Baxi, have a Roger, right? So they have to pick it now. As you can see, Team Lunatic are not banning the Lui here. They went in for the XP laners, the Terizla, the Lapu, which is quite understandable. You want to have a safe zone for the Yuzong, but we've seen in this mech, we've seen Benedetta and other XP laners who are just as strong as such heroes. And now we've seen the Nolan, the Link Band, the Assassins going out. You know, the Assassins with the Sky Pierces, just melting one after another, after another, after another. So yeah, Assassins now are the danger. We still have Hayabusa open, which is currently becoming one of the strongest assassins in the game. You still have Lancelot open, you still have many other things open, but I don't think you might see that yet as we go for the edit here for Team Lunatic and now Birthright. Do you think they're gonna take the Louis for themselves now?
Logical choice now to pick up the Louis would synergize well with the team, especially also because they have the Basha who could also tank the tower shots if they want to tower dive with the Louis teleports. And I don't see many issues. Like honestly, why not just pick the Louis? Like it's strong hero, still want a very strong mage here, even if they pick the Xavier. Do you want really to pick something else when it's not needed? They actually went for Kagura. Okay, we haven't seen that pick a lot because like I know Kagura got now bad time with the new patch and the new items a bit, but at the same time, I'm not sure if that works that well in a team fight setup because like Kagura is great and all for pickoffs, but like for team fights, I would have just preferred the Louis because she has more impact. Like with Kagura, you can secure kills, you can shine a lot, but like at the same time, in team fights, your influence is limited because even if you have pull out the perfect mechanics, the best you can get is probably a kill.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Yin Yang overturn, you need setup, which I guess something that could, and I'm not saying it will, I'm saying there's potential that could work with Chip. But once again, when you're playing Kagura against Moskova, against Xavier, you're dealing with stuff that you have to go there. Apart from the Louis who can already deal from the back line, from the front line, right? But with the Kagura, it's way riskier, I would say. Though it is worth a try. Maybe Birthright are cooking something we don't know of yet. Maybe we're gonna see an insane Kagura gameplay, or maybe it could flop completely. It's a matter of a luck-based game right here on the mid lane.
This will go. Is it only for me or is it lagging?
Yeah, it froze for me too.
Okay, we are experiencing some technical difficulties today. Don't mind that. Yeah, no, no worries, no worries. Basically, and the stream feed is a bit lagging in game, well, not in game, but like the stream feed on YouTube. But like, don't worry, you can still hear us. We're still trying to entertain you. But I wonder what happened with the last pick. Now we are now in game actually
Oh, what do you
between
think the last pick? Oh,
Birthright
the
and Team
Fredrin.
Lunatic, and that was a Fredrin last pick. Even with the nerf, they decided to go for Fredrin. Am I in? Okay.
That is interesting. I mean, we're
Okay.
still seeing the fighter to tanks jungle coming in, despite we've seen the changes where assassins are super strong. So maybe either. My two guesses. Maybe they still hoping some tank junglers. You know, they still want to play with that. They're more comfortable with that, or they have yet to adjust to this assassin meta.
Hmm.
Because it is not easy to switch from a tank to a assassin, right? Now you see the XP lane because Zuya and Alpha are both going at it here. Two amazing XP laners. You have Alpha playing for Mena MPL and Mika Zuya proved himself time to time, even playing on Snapdragon, just as amazing. So let's see here. We have Daniel the poke. Take it up, please.
Mm, Chip, Chip. I know Chip wanted to engage here and do some poke damage, but then he realized that he couldn't really safely go for that, or else he would maybe be end up as first blood. Like we see sometimes Chip players being a bit too over aggressive in those moments because they believe they can survive anything, and then they end up as minced beef. Speaking maybe of own experience, I'm not sure. Anyways, we see so far even gameplay, but Team Lunatic are farming actually a bit better than Team Birthright at the moment. Like it's just a small difference, but this could lead up to something else bigger. Like now we see the level 4 rotations from both teams here actually. And Basha also visiting the bot lane, but I believe he's a jungle monster behind almost. No, he's gonna invade!
Ooh, he gets it here with the invade. He does get the jungle monster in here. It looks like we might see a fight here. There it is, Fredrin trying to build up some stacks, maybe trying to prepare his one and only bonk right there. Let's see here. You have the turtle fight coming up. You have Danny is being petrified over here by Alpha. Might be taken out. This might be the first blood. And there it is, the retribution of Bad Trip Talga taking it. The first blood coming in from Alpha. Still going into the Black Dragon form. There it is. Alpha might be in trouble. Do he needs the backup? And there it is, the Spear of Destruction of Bask. Son Min taking out Mark here. The Spear of Destruction. The aim. The mechanic on this guy. The Moscow one. The best. Only. What a play coming from this guy. This is actually amazing. And now they're going together here on the gold lane again, and there it is, Alpha still going in with his passive poke and poke, putting Mikazuya in a really rough spot.
Even ganking the gold lane, or even though it didn't really result in a death for Chengmeng, he's still holding on to everything, but still, very uncharacteristic mistake from Birthright, losing members there in the team fight, having a bit of problems. Like, okay, it's just an early game skirmish, but like, it's a small gold lead for Team Lunatic, and now they're going for more, even though they lost the lead though. Also, that means Alejandro is just having a great game so far.
Yeah, I agree here. Another Speed of Destruction though coming in from the man and only Bask Song in over here. Alejandro's still looking for something to land on. Almost goes for Mingyu here, almost lands it, but now Alejandro needs to get out of the mess he just created. Or never mind, he is followed up with the final slash coming in from Mikazuya, and there it is, a double kill on Paraboy, and Alpha Mikazuya comes just in time for the final slash, interrupting two amazing players over here, taking them out. And Xiangmeng, on the other hand, though needs to take care of his lane. He needs to farm, he needs to scale up, he needs to wait till he's able to rotate just as fast as Big Song Ming here.
I mean, that is very strong gameplay now from Team Birthright. They basically got their gold lead that they lost before back, but Mark in big troubles now and getting picked off by Team Lunatic. That's what I mentioned before with the chip problems in early game. You think you can survive anything, and then you don't.
Yeah, I agree here. There is another Speed of Destruction though is landing on Chengmeng and is still looking for something. The Yin Yang overturn coming in from Danny, but only goes for Paraboy here. And now Danny looks like he's in trouble. Alejandro has to back him up, but this could result in an invade. Let's see here, Bad Trade Talaga is still going in for invades, followed by Paraboy, Mingyu, but we have the shortcut coming in from Chip. Marky over here is trying to pull out something, and there it is, a 5. This could be a 5v5, ladies and gentlemen. The Black Dragon form here already aggressive with Engage Alpha, like inbounds, coming in from Xiangmang, almost taking him out. The Petrified. Alpha is in trouble, is taken up by Mikazuya over here, and then he picks up Paraboy. In the meanwhile, it's really easy with the umbrella here, and looks like a fight's still going on. You can see Mark is still trying to go for the Moscow here. Big Song Min is not safe. In the dawning light, there it is. Poke after poke is still going for more over here, but Is it gonna be something there? This Bad Trip Talaga is in trouble. The Spear of Destruction coming in, the Energy Eruption, Appraiser Threat, and there is another double kill coming for Bad Trip, but Changmang with a Lycan Pounce taking out Big Song Ming, and now could potentially take out a double kill shot down. There it is. Bad Trip Talaga is taken out by the Primal Wrath, cannot escape. The Werewolf, the man and only Xiang Myung on that gold lane. He knows that it's his turn to play the game now. And there it is, we're witnessing it live, ladies and gentlemen. But keep in mind, this was a really long bro. This is amazing. This is peak gameplay coming from both teams. They're playing their best here. Both teams know that they have to go 100%. This is, after all, if one of them loses, we have to wish them a really good farewell. And this is something you don't want to do, especially when you're a tough team known around you. So let's see how it goes here. Let's see how it's gonna play out. You have Shang Myung and Mark here, you know, they're preparing the positioning here for the gold lane. They're probably looking for an engage. There it is, Mark, but I don't think they're gonna find any, especially when they're only 2v3 right here. So, yeah, what you think about all of this, Wook?
I think that Birthright are in the driver's seat right now. They have all the cards in their hands. They can just go they can go wherever they want to with the fight because there's a chip. Like, okay, Mark is playing this maybe sometimes a bit unconventionally, too aggressive here. I know that for myself. You are maybe sometimes too much in the heat as chip player, but like at the same time, you can just do your continuously super engages. We have very high impacts in team fights and secure your team a better advantage there. Like with the numbers advantage now, once he gets close enough and secures his team a path there. He's unstoppable almost. Like, yeah, Dani needs to recall now, but Mark can just help out here. There he goes.
There he goes, Mark on the backline shortcut, and oh, do we have Big Song Ming is 1v1 by Shangmang in the gold lane, and meanwhile, Danny goes from Ming Yu with the Yin Yang overturn. Bad Trip Talga's in trouble, does have the Appraiser's Wrath, does he? Is he gonna pull out the Appraiser there? There is the Primal Wrath coming in from Paraboy, trying his best to survive, and there it is! The Appraiser's Wrath taken out by Alejandro, followed up by Alpha, and Mikazuya might be in trouble too if he doesn't get, and Mikazuya, can he escape in time? He does, and this is the end of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Wait,
it's not the end, they're continuing.
Never mind, they're still going for more. Mark is still in there. There is followed by Mikazuya, taking out Bad Trip Talaga and Alpha as well with the Lycan Pounce coming in from Xiangmang. They said, never mind, our boy Xiangmang is here, let's continue fighting, and they still go in for the long brawl and take it from themselves. Now they're able to push the bot lane, but are they gonna give the top lane here though? Never mind, Big Songmin doesn't look like he's going for the push here, and this could be their only positive for the side of Birthright. But the Yin Yang overturn coming in.
Nice.
But they take it out. Mingyu casually the Yin Yang overturned here, and then followed by Mark's damage. Another Black Dragon form is coming in from Alpha. But is this guy changed much? Is this guy prevent an invade? It depends on hands of Alpha and how it's gonna be played out. He has the Petrify. He's in the strong form already, but I don't think they'll be doing much.
I think the Black Dragon form was a waste. Like, honestly, like now he doesn't have it anymore, and now Team Birthright could force another team fight if they want to. Like, look at this. They're just going in! Now the shortcut is there and now they just went in for everyone. Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
Never mind, we still have a Bad Trip Talga coming in from the shortcut, and Alejandro's in trouble if he's not backed up soon. Xiangmang with the Lycan Pounce is looking for a long brawl, but there this is finally shut down by Bad Trip Talaga here. Taking out the one and only Xiangmyung with the shutdown here. This could change the tide of things now. Mikazuya is in a little bit of trouble. There is the energy eruption, but the final slash, he's trying to go in, at least hope to do something, but at the end of the day, even though the Primal Wrath was used by Paraboy, he's still taken out Mikazuya. And this could result in a Lord for the side of Team Lunatic here.
Oi, Alejandro didn't give up on that Lord, now they had to reset it almost. Small reset here, but still, Alejandro level 12 versus level 11 Fredrin, that could be the difference maker, even though their Appraiser's Wrath would be a bit stronger with their Retribution, even though their Appraiser's Wrath got nerfed. Here comes the Dawning Light, and here comes the Black Dragon form again from Team Lunatic. Are we gonna see it? Whoa!
Almost, but killing spree coming in from Danny here, picking out Bad Trip Talaga, and then the trade, they take out Alpha as well, but ooh. That was close. That was really close. I must say here. There's the flicker final slash from Mikazuya to clear the mid lane. He was hoping to get someone here, but unfortunately did not land. And it's just mainly Mikazuya trying to set up Xiangyang. Even though he's in trouble now that he's been
Well,
flipped over by Paraboy and taken out by by Alpha. He
that
tried to give
was
the vision.
that was an unnecessary mistake, honestly. Now from from Mikazuya, like he gave them a kill, he gave them a tower for no reason. Like now the goal lead is melting away from Birthright. Team Lunatic could maybe come back into the game, but like again, Mark is there on time. Here comes maybe soon with the shortcut. If he gets into a good spot, but he doesn't, so everyone from Team Lunatic can retreat safely. Chingmeng pushing out on the top lane. Everyone is just chilling right now. Like they're clearing out the Lord. No contest on anything. Like Birthright kind of losing the Lord fight. Like kind of wasting the Lord here, and they're losing Dani too.
They got a shutdown on Danny and taking out Mark in the process. A double kill coming in from bad trip Talaga here. But on the meanwhile, you have Chiang Myung, pushing in the top lane. He said at least we're coming out to something and not nothing here. And does proceed to get the tier 2 tower over here. But in exchange, might be trade here for the bot lane as well. Let's see there. This big Song Min is just pushing comfortably here. And it's a long howl of game. We've seen Brawl after Brawl, but the conceal coming in from Paraboy is now looking for Alejandro. Will be probably going for a knockup there. There's energy eruption coming in Big Song Min. But the Yang overturn is coming in from Danny, taking out Big Song Min, and there's the appraisers that has taken out Chiangmang. This might change the side of things now that both teams don't have their hypers. Those marksmen's taken out. You have Xiangyang getting the appraiser rise, you have the Yin Yang overturn taking out Bake Song Min. Even though both marksmen are extremely important, the thing is they're just not safe. They're not safe at all. They both have extremely aggressive positioning. So this
Oh, Yin Yang overturn again. I like the Kagura pick for the picos, but like that's it. Like after the pickup, what are you gonna do as Kagura? That honestly my question. Like you got the kill, yeah. And now?
No? I mean, she's still, considered one of the best pickup mages in the game. So I guess it's quite understandable to go for it if you're gonna play like that. And it's working pretty well for the side of Birthright.
I mean, like, yeah, still, like, I like what Dani's doing on the Kagura, but I still prefer other mage picks over Kagura in that setup because, the longer the game goes, the better it is for Myung Yu to come back into the game as Saber, even though he has been struggling a bit. But like, the more items he gets, the better he's coming back. And like the one problem that Birthright had this game is so far that they just threw away lots of unnecessary objectives, uncharacteristically actually, because like Mikazuya dying in the mid lane, giving the tower, Mark dying a few times, giving them also towers and objectives, and now Team Lunatic starting the getting the Lord 2 here, and now they are actually team fighting. Mark dead, Dani dead.
Danny taking out the Black Dragon form still on here from Alpha. There's the Appraiser's Raz putting Jiang Myung taking out 25% of HP here at least, and at the same time taking out Mikazuya. But Team Lunatic, this is a different Team Lunatic from what we've seen last time. This is a way different team, and to be honest, I am shocked.
I'm surprised, but I'm not really shocked since no new patch, new items. The board is completely even now. Like even a team that was struggling last week could make a comeback this week because of the new patch. Like the team should be glad about the new patch, because if it were being played on the last patch, then Birthright would just dominate most likely.
Yeah, I agree here. And it's the team that adjusts faster. The shortcut coming in from Mark, it looks like a
final slash, nice.
Song Min is taken out, so is a shutdown going in on bad trip Talaga, but now they have to watch
the
bot lane. Alpha might be in trouble here. He is fighting Mikazuya and Alejandro, but looks like he is healing up and is followed up by Paraboy. Does get Mikazuya here as a pickup, but now they have to worry about their sides, their inhibitors, their mid lane, their bot lane, their top lane. I mean, they did go in for a fight here, the shortcut on the chip, but unfortunately did sacrifice 2 towers.
They couldn't really defend the bot lane inhibitor tower anyway, since it was the enhanced lord. Like, he would have just smashed it anyways. But the problem here is that Birthright are giving too much away for no reason. Like the reason they are struggling right now is because it's not because Team Lunatic were playing exceptionally different or something like that. It was just normal gameplay performance that you would expect from a great team. But it was mostly Birthright just making mistake after mistake, giving away objectives for no reason, and getting picked off as well. Like, that's not the Birthright we know actually. Maybe they had rough time practicing for the last week, but you were slowly starting to see Kagura getting outperformance by the Xavier if this keeps going on. Xavier probably has now all his damage items, no problems anymore. And now you're gonna see soon why Xavier is one of the best mages right now in the next few couple of team fights. Like, yes, Kagura still can have impact with the Yin and Yang overturn and get maybe a pick off, but that's it. Xavier can carry an entire team fight.
I agree here. We're gonna see the Xavier pulling out the Dawning Light left and right, and you're gonna see the Xavier right now. Mingyu is gonna pull out the Xavier that we've been waiting for. And I'm pretty excited to see how it's gonna play out on next team fight. You have Lord right now spawned up here in 1623. So let's see how this is gonna play out now. Wave management needs to be stable from the side of Birthright because it's what they need the most, and at the same time they need to be able to contest this really cleanly. There's a overturn coming in from Danny, but unfortunately he's missing a Dawning Light. Just spoken here. Does have the glowing one, does have the damage here. Taking a chunk
Alejandro!
Alejandro's in
Alejandro!
trouble with the Spear of Destruction coming in. Alejandro might be taken out. The Black Dragon form going after Alejandro, and there it is. Alejandro with the Retribution is able to escape. Never mind, Alpha picks it up. But on the other side, the Retribution coming in from Batrim Talaga to secure the Lord for the side of Team Lunatic.
Ooh, Mingyu!
And there it is, Mingyu stopping Danny here, and is followed up. But the Changmyang here, he has the Sky Piercer, is looking to do something with it. Is Changmyang gonna do something with it?
Yeah, we're ending now.
They are going to end here. This could be game number 1 for the side of Team Lunatic, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Xavier in the late game. You have the Moskov is backed up by the Fredrin. You have Alpha on the Yuzong going with the Black Dragon from pretty aggressively, kill after kill after kill after fight after fight after fight. What a performance coming in from Team Lunatic against Birthright.
I'm surprised positively, obviously, about the performance from Team Lunatic. They were able to adjust to the new patch very well. Had the better setups in the late game. Had better team fights, obviously too. Like the focus on Alejandro was beautifully set up here. But from the side of Birthright, I'm a bit concerned because that was not the clean performance we've seen from them from Snapdragon, and also last week had they struggled.
I mean, maybe it has something to do with the new patch, you know, maybe they haven't adjusted that well to the new patch, they still figure out stuff. But if you look at the MVP here, Battrip Talaga, of course, is the MVP here on the Fredrin. My man was tanking a lot of damage here, backing up the team constantly, and you gotta give it to him. He's also been winning his retries.
Like, I'm thinking about what Birthright can change up for the second game so that it doesn't end up in a 2-0 sweep here. But like the problem is here, like as I said before, at pick of mages against Xavier, yeah, well, Kadita would have done the same job, but with a bit more impact in team fights if she gets the perfect waves and gets the petrify combos. Like she could. The Kadita pick would have killed multiple people with the same combo basically. As for with the Kagura combo, you mainly just target for a single stray person most of the time.
I agree here. I think Kadita would have been way better, especially when she's one of the heroes that can actually set up if landed right, unlike Kagura. And you know, her damage reduction when she's in the wave also helps her like go in and out.
Exactly.
So yeah, apart from that now, we have Team Lunatic here on the first pick, 1-0 to Team Lunatic. And you know the thing about Birthright is, I gotta say, I know that Alejandro loves these tank setups. He loves the Tig, the Mino, the
Mm.
Atlas, the Kufra, the things that can really set him up. And maybe if they go for that, maybe they have a bigger chance at winning Birthright. Going in with the Assassin and the tank, the casual draft that we once loved and is still going on due to the patch. Because it's not gonna be as effective anymore to play with these fighters and tanks jungle. Yeah, maybe your best bet could be a Fredrin, a Akai, right?
Now we see that chip, man.
Yeah, the chip ban, of course, is gonna come in from Birthright, the Esme ban from Team Lunatic. Maybe you could see like an assassin draft now.
Hopefully, because yeah, although we like the tanks being picked up, we have seen them very often enough from the previous patch. So let the other heroes shine this patch now already. The assassins, the fighters. I would even be excited if we were to see our Leomord today in MEC. That would be something.
A Leomord? I haven't seen a Leomord today at all, so I'm pretty excited to see that. I mean, it's unexpected, but it's there, and I think Leomord would even work pretty well with a new item.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think maybe even the Malefic gun could work on Leomord.
Malefic for the bigger range, but on Leomord, bigger range. Do you even need a bigger range if you're just on your horse?
I mean, you've seen this man. Basic attack is already long enough. But now Leomord marksman, maybe could be the case here. I mean, you'd have higher range on that auto attacks, and at the same time it gives him like lifesteal, I think, and he already have like almost 100. He has 100% crit rate when enemies are 50 or 40% below. So maybe it could be something. But on the other side, we have the Minotaur here getting banned and the Hearth taken out from Birthright. But now they have lifted not only Xavier but Loia as well as open. Novaria is actually open right now. You have the Moskov and the Roger as well are open here. You have still every assassins here. They could take their turns right now. Team Lunatic could come up with anything but in the sacrifice of giving to as well. And there it is, the Moskov once again.
They're more comfortable on the Moskov than on the Roger, as you can see here. Even though logically speaking, statistically speaking, Roger has been a higher priority for top teams. But like Moskov, like some teams prefer the Moskov. So, like some teams have a better win rate with the Moskov, some teams have a better win rate with the Roger, and other teams have a better win rate with Arif. So it depends from each and every good team here in Europe on what marksman they excel with most. So I can respect that decision to go for the Moskov instead of Roger or anything else. Mages are still all open. You can also pick that later anyway, since you mentioned Novaria, Xavier, Louis all open now on the table. But I would expect maybe Birthright to maybe pick something strong now. Oh, there's the Xavier pick already. Very strong here. Thing is, Lolita is still open, so keep in mind Lolita can block the Dawning Light from Xavier and also his other skills, and could also block off the Roger human form attacks. So this is maybe a Lolita game.
This could be
Chip
like
is banned, Matilda banned, Mino banned. Why not Lolita?
There could go like a Lolita Luo here, maybe even a Lolita Nova, it depends. But Lolita has to be one of the picks here. The Link coming in, I mean, you have the Esmeralda ban, you have a lot of chip band as well. Lolita is a pretty great option if you ask me, but it looks like they'll go for the Angela instead, which is also considered to be a great option. But let's see how it's gonna play out with the Angela here if you leave Lolita like this.
Is Lolita not even getting picked and just getting banned maybe from the side of Team Lunatic? That would be kind of sad, but like, yeah. Birthright decided to go for the Yuzhong pick instead that early. Maybe ban some Yuzhong counters. There is a good ban here probably from Team Birthright to prevent Yuzhong from struggling in the early stages of the game. What else could you ban here? Like, they still need mages here. They already picked their own mage. You can also ban a mage here. Terizla being banned, as I mentioned. I can predict that.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. I think they're gonna go probably for the Lapu ban right after if they want to still go for the fighter bans. But if you want to go for the mage ban, I guess you have Louis and Nova on the table. Though on the other side, they need to start banning the roamers now, the things that could become frisky and dangerous.
Lolita. Lolita.
Lolita, I mean, like say Lolita here is pretty bannable. Maybe even Florin or you know the chunky ones like the Kufra and the Tig, and there it is. The Tig,
Yeah,
as we speak, is taken out. So now
very
they're gonna
chunky.
play and ban the roamers that could be not only troublesome for the team, but specifically for the Moscow and the Ling here. I think Kufra would be an amazing option, but once again, we don't know. Maybe Birthright could surprise us. And you know, actually, the Tick ban is quite understandable, knowing full well that Mark loves playing the Tig time to time to time. We've seen him on Tig a lot, so it's quite understandable to take that out from him, take out his comfort picks.
Mhm. From the set of Birthright, I recommend. Yeah, Edith Bun is reasonable. It's okay. Could be picked on the XP lane or also on the mid lane, like or roam. Like Angela can also be played on the mid lane. Like there are a few different ways on where to put the Edith, and you can just choose where to go at the end of the draft anyway. So a good flex ban, and there we see the Kufra ban actually, as you mentioned, could be troublesome for Team Lunatic, and better take it off the board then. Like, but still, Lolita is still open. Lolita can also block the first things from Angela.
I don't think we're gonna be seeing a Lolita though. The Grok is picked up here. Looks like they're clearly going for something more aggressive and not defensive here. And I'd say Grok is a nice pick, especially when you want to help the Xavier on the early game to clear quickly. So yeah, I mean Lolita, to be fair, is still one of the best roamers in my opinion. I love playing with Lolita when you have an Esme band because it's such a comfortable rope to play with. You have a lot of projectiles into the game nowadays that are being applied, and so many more. But now, this might not be the case. As much as I love Lolita, I think this new patch changes a lot of things, and Lolita might not even be on the top tanks anymore. But the
Urn is
Uranus.
being picked up. That's an interesting pick on the XP lane. Like it depends basically. Like the thing is, if you give all the stacks to Yuzhong and he gets the life leash, then you have a big problem in the early game. But later the games goes, the more tankier obviously Uranus gets, and then it's almost impossible to kill him. But still, like I'm mostly concerned about the early stages here for Uranus because if Mikasia plays that out perfectly, he could get one or two solo kills there on the XP lane and win the lane on his own.
Yeah, I agree here. But you know, when you're playing, it's not gonna be easy when you're playing against a really strong XP laner, Alpha. I mean, God, let's not underestimate Alpha. He impressed us on the last match, and maybe even on this match. You know, the
I
Liam Ward, like
told
you
you!
mentioned,
Hey! I
like you
told
mentioned,
you!
the Liam Ward coming in. There it is from Birthright. What? What a mention! What a prediction here coming from Wolk.
I had a feeling a Leomord would be picked up since I've seen it in some of my friends' ranked matches, and I saw Leomord had great performances everywhere. Maybe we see another great performance from Birthright in a tournament match with Leomord. So I'm excited to see how it goes, and hopefully we're gonna see some highlight montage plays.
I'm pretty excited. Leomord, I was not expecting that at all. What a surprise,
Mm,
though. So we have a bit of a trouble here, but there it is. We are on game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Birthright versus Team Lunatic. 1-0 to Team Lunatic, and you know the Leomord pick. Now I'm excited. Alejandro got the Leomord. He's playing with a setup tank that he loves. So this could this could be something way different than we know.
hmm
This could not be.
hmm.
This is like I don't think this is gonna be the same Birthright that we just saw last match.
They're gonna try hard now. Like you can see, the Akai was leashing the buff, but like he sets to recall now, and Dani actually playing aggressive on Xavier in the early game. Like you don't see very often Xavier being that aggressive in the early stages of the game, as considering his kit. So that's very interesting to see. And Dani is not pulling out any punches back. He's just going in all in and wants to actually have more impact also in the early game, even with a late game mage. Consider this. They're not even letting him farm in peace.
And they took it. Danny takes it.
And Aliando's already level 4.
I mean, here's the thing about Xavier. right? Maybe Danny knows it, but Xavier is not really a mage on the early game. Best you can do is support, and it's still just an amazing as it can be. Like he's probably still considered to be really supportive on the early game. I mean, having immobilize, it's a pretty good setup as well. That's the thing that I love about early game Xavier is that he's not completely useless. He's actually able to set up for a team fight.
Mhm.
So that is something about Xavier. Now looks like Alpha might be in trouble. Danny is looking in for an engage. Does immobilize him in place, but I don't think they'll do much here. I mean, not much you can do to her Uranus here. Best you can do is just come to the lane and take out your level 4.
Yeah, the usual level 4 rotations right now, but Ling on the top lane wants to gank here. We see already a pick of, we see already a flicker from the Xavier. He's getting picked off now, but maybe Ling is maybe dying here. Oh, he's taking the tower shot, and because Justus is alive, but he's going down now by a guy, and everyone is running away from the hills from Birthright. And here comes up at the Cavalry. Here comes the Alejandro. He wants the Angela here. Look at him. Look at him. He's chasing her. Come on!
The Phantom Steed, but nah, Mingyu, I'm so sorry you're not getting out of this one from Alejandro. And that was quite shocking to see Talaga just dying to in the XP lane under the tower here. Then he does take the kill on Alpha and does take the turtle for himself here. Pretty nice double pickup here, but that is surprising. That
I mean, I like the Leo mode pick right now, especially because of the team fight potential you have here, and you can just steer, farm relatively quickly here as well. But the mid combo from Team Birthright are playing much more proactive compared to the previous game, as you can see here. Much faster rotations here, much cleaner ganks here. Now they want to set up for a gold lane gank here. The Power Boy in a little trouble, has to back off for now, but Talaga wants to maybe join fight too, or has to retreat. He actually pokes a bit and goes away for now. Then XP lane, they're having their fist fight there, and Roger maybe wants something.
maybe. I mean, it's the same matchup as before. Roger and Moskov. I think we pretty much know how this is gonna play out now. Rogers now know that Moskov will take any ultimate chance, any spear of destruction chance he gets, and will have to follow that up like 10 steps earlier. But let's see here. We have Alpha having a pretty aggressive positioning. Better Talaga here with a hard guard. The Tempest of Blades is going in for a team fight alone right now. Alpha though is being there, tanking, being a body shield. And is this enough to get Talaga out? Never mind, Mark is here to just wipe him out completely. Alejandro is on the other side. Is he gonna be taken out? Never mind the damage. The damage taken out. Mingyu here. The combo. The Liam. This is the Liam ward that we wanted to see, and we're currently seeing it right now. But Danny, is he gonna be taking out Alpha? Mark is here now. He's looking for fall, but now Alpha already healed up here.
Yeah, it was like he's too much to see right now. Maybe Kazi actually invading the blue buff area from Team Lunatic, not hitting anything though, so he has to pick off. And on the gold lane, just the usual matchup right now. Both marksmen are chilling a bit. Moskov trying to find a spear of destruction on someone sooner or later, especially with the turtle is up. But for now, they're just farming. Like that's what you're supposed to do. But Parabai in a very great spot. If Chungming shows himself, he showed himself.
He did Sparrowboy and showed himself pushing a Mark, but now. See, maybe it doesn't even matter at this point. I mean, Mark does have the wall charts, does have the flicker. He's just looking for an opening at this point. He's stunned against the wall here. Mark looks like better. Talaga is looking for an engage here with a link. I mean, he will do it. We've seen it, and we're probably gonna do it again. Let's see here, the Phantom Steed coming in from 100, checking out Mingyu instantly, and Alpha will have to come to a halt here, will have to retreat. He might be in trouble, he is pushed, but I don't think he is gonna be dying yet. I mean, he still has his consecration, but it's not enough for him to heal up and takes him out Alejandro here. I don't think he expects that much of a damage coming in from Leomord, and does get it, unfortunately. Now, Better Talaga having the hard guard, is it gonna change anything, knowing that the Leomord does not have the Phantom Steed? He's looking for a retreat, but Alejandro will be taken in time, though there it is, Mingyu taking out Mikazuya here with the pick off, the last hits, the Spear of destruction coming in, but I don't think Songmin is ready to engage that yet.
Oi!
Oi! Oi! The wild charge flicker followed up on a dawning light and the pick off coming in from Alejandro. Now they get the blue and still going for more alphas. And
Alejandro, no!
Alejandro
He's
might
getting
be in
shut down.
trouble. There it is, taken out by Alejandro. Taken out by Alpha before going down. And there is a dawning light once again. I mean, Danny, super aggressive here with the Xavier. It's been paying off for him. Now Mikazuya gets to push that top lane turret. I'm telling you, this is now a whole different Birthright.
Maybe they were just warming up in the first game.
Probably. Like they probably thought like if we win first game, we win 2 in a row. We just pull out the Lemur, but now that they lost this, they still need to pull out the Lemur there. I mean, it's quite unexpected, but it's working pretty well, and so far I am loving it.
What I'm finding a bit suspicious though is like what I mentioned already earlier. Alpha died in the early game. He got the shutdown obviously on Alejandro, but still like he died in the early game. He lost his tower, struggling in the game so far. Even if he gets his next items, he's gonna get bursted down, and he got a solo kill on Mikazuya. That is amazing from him. Like that was a misplay from Mikazuya, or rather misevaluation of the situation.
Yes, I agree here. Look at the big Song Ming with the hard guard followed up by the Phantom Light. Alejandro might be in trouble. Is this enough? The Lycan Pounds coming in, the Purify coming in from Shangmyang. Is he gonna be able to take it out? Nope, the Tempest of Blades coming in from Battrip Talaga, just taking him in time, and there's a Dawning Light to defend the mid lane. But now we might see a Lord falling into the hands of Team Lunatic. This is truly a game changer. You've seen how much of an advantage Birthright is, but one simple mistake, one really small mistake, and it leads to so much. I mean, these are the games that I love, right? These games where you have to play to absolute perfection or you're not gonna get through. And right now this is what we need to see. Another fight coming in. The engage here, the Phantom Steed is still looking for more here, Alejandro, but I think he will have to come to a halt here. I don't think he'll be able to take out Alpha, especially when he does have his consecration.
I mean, the thing is, it all started with Alpha getting that solo kill, getting the pressure on the XP lane finally off him, got the tower back, and then Team Lunatic winning the team for the mid lane was also huge as well. They were 2k gold behind, like almost 3k, and now it's just an even game. Like, Birthright fumbled it again, like they fumbled the bag.
It's funny how everyone had their predictions on Birthright, but now Team Lunatic.
You had your predictions on Birthright as well.
I also had it, but now look at this: the Tempest of Blade, the heavy spin, the gameplay from Team Lunatic. They clearly are shocking the whole world right now. The whole EU. Songmin is taken up by Mikazuya, but is this enough for him to get out? Never mind killing spree Battrip Talaga here. It looks like the Lycan Pounds from Shangmang the Purify just to get a moment faster speed. Shangmang is still going for more and does get a double kill. What a play coming in from Shangmang, and Alejandro on the front line taking out Alpha. What a play coming in the Birthright. You know, they saw the opportunity. They know Shangmang is now here, and they still went in for it and got what they needed. 3 kills from that. And this could potentially be a Lord here for the side of Birthright now. They are indeed gonna push the mid. I think it's better to prioritize a mid push better than any objective at this point.
True, I agree with you. Birthright, like, thing is, both teams make mistakes so that the other team can come back into the game. But like, it's like, you would say, it makes the games artificially more interesting, even though you know that could have been cleaner from either side. Like, now we see another pick-off maybe.
The Tempest of Blade coming in, Mingyu taking out Danny, and there's the double kill coming in from Battrip Talaga. They're still looking for more. Shangmang might be in trouble, though Battrip Talaga has taken out other tower here by Alejandro killing spree, but is shut down immediately on Mingyu double kill. And there is the Black Dragon form coming in from Mikazuya, but I think the party is over already. The Petrify is used. He's looking for something, and actually, funny enough, almost takes out Song Min, but unfortunately will not do so. And looks like Song Min here does have the damage alongside Paraboy's resistance to just take out the Lord here for themselves. Though they need to watch out for Danny's Dawning Light, obviously. I mean, that Trip Talga is now up, but is he gonna make it in time now that the mark has given vision? They are stopping it, waiting for the retribution to come through, but Mikazuya takes it instead, and
Oh,
there's a heavy spin,
Chengmeng!
but it's taken out by the Lycan Pounce. Double kill coming in from Xiangmeng, and is this enough for him to get out, immobilized? And there's Bad Trip Talga taking a kill, but now Alpha is in trouble here. He's getting poked heavily. The consecration is not even enough for him to heal up and survive, but it's gonna be taken out instead. But Mikazuya with the Lord Steel, now they're going for the blue of Invade. They're not leaving anything. And when I say anything, I mean literally anything for the Ling. No objectives, no buffs, not even minions at this point. They're not letting him go clear the minions. I mean, you can see Mark sitting on the guy right now. The hard guard is not enough for Batrip Talga to do much anymore.
Was really well played out from Birthright and kind of big misplay from Team Lunatic. Or rather, they are getting outscaled now. Like again, Xavier is just having too much impact now. Slowly, Chengmeng having one of the very greatest games whenever when Birthright needed it the most. So respect to him. And yeah, Alejandro is just showing his presence on the Leo mode.
This is the Leomore that we wanted to see, and there it is. You got what you asked for. But now, look at Link's position. I mean, he's obviously gonna go for a split push here. That's what Link's supposed to do right now. But do you think later on in the game, like, I know Danny is gonna get stronger and stronger, so is the rest of the entire team of Birthright. But you gotta watch out for Songmin, big Songmin here on the Moscow.
Even though he's been struggling the entire game so far, 0 kills so far, 8 assists. But like if he gets a good setup with his team or gets a really good pick for this team fight start, then something could be possible. Like here.
There it is coming in, and the Fantasy coming in from the one and only Alejandro. Taking out Songming with the Lycan Pounce, but taken out by Bad Trip. Talaga still going for more, though doesn't have the hard guard. He's still gonna go for more. Mingyu is down, so trying to get some picks here, trying to heal up, but no. Unfortunately, Paraboy is gonna be taken out. Alpha though does have the consecration, does have his passive triggered up to its full. It's going in for poke after poke, damage after damage. I mean, this is the Uranus that we are now gonna start seeing on the late game. The beefy man, the man that you can't really get to even half HP at this point, unless you have your boy Changmyong and Alejandro on him at the same time. Apart from that, he's not gonna die. And this is now just a 4v3. I mean, you know, both teams are still getting up right now. Both teams do have to prepare. And all they need is a setup for the Moscow. Min needs the setup he needs. I mean, this was a pretty good engage coming in from Paraboy here with the flicker, the heavy spin, pinning Danny into the wall. But I feel like he needs to do more than that.
I agree with you. Like Danny is having, like the thing is, Danny has had more impact in the early game on Xavier than he has had now so far in the late game. Like that's paradoxal. Like that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like though with Paraboy, you can use the heavy spin to kick Leomord out of his Phantom Steed. I'm just saying. It would be funny to see.
I don't think we will get to see this combo interaction this match at least, but I mean, we need the Power Boys heavy spin ultimates on targets that could actually be dangerous for teamfights, like as we saw with Dani pickoffs. But like, don't forget, Chengmeng is actually one of the main protagonists here this game from the side of Birthright. Like yeah, heavy spin on Grog, yeah, nice, you get a Grog pickoff potentially, but like oh, they reset the Lord.
They do reset the Lord. The Black Dragon form though is coming in from Mikazuya. Is looking for something. The Petrify will be jumping on, and there it is. Tempest from Bad Trip Talaga. Is it enough? There it is. Takes out Mikazuya. The Lycan Pounce coming from Changyong. There it is. The first kill already. Is looking for more. Is looking for Bad Trip Talaga, but on the other side, Angela Mingyu taking out not all he needs here, but is he gonna be able to stop Xiangyang? No, never mind. The Lycan Pounce. There it is. Another shutdown. does have another Batu using on Lord, but he doesn't need to because he got the Sky Piercer to finish off Alpha here. Still looking for more. This man is on fire here with a triple kill, going for one after another, after another, after another. He does not have any chills at all. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Xiangmyang of Birthright is going in pretty aggressive with that Roger here. He has no chill.
Mhm.
And look at this. He's still gonna go look for more. He's going for the Lord now. He knows that if the lane comes here, he can just go for that. And he's looking for it. Look at this, Jungmang. You can see him as soon as he sees someone. He's gonna just leave that Lord, dip it instantly, and go for a fight. And there it is, Paraboy. Has to get out in time. The Black Dragon coming in, the Tempest of Blades. Is it gonna be enough, Danny? It is gonna be enough. And now they're looking to go for a Lord Steel here. Alejandro's taking out the red. Oh, Mikazia once again does it. Taking the Lord for the side of Birthright. Mikazia. Is he the jungler today or is he the Yuzong? I mean, he just took 2 Lords in a row.
But Team Lunatic are capitalizing on this, pushing out mid lane. Maybe they're trying to get another tower. Actually, look, they're pushing for more. They got
They
2
are.
towers already. Link can just clean up the Lord, and Team Lunatic are pushing potentially for an end here if they're all coming together now. Like Bar can't defend this alone. He's gonna die.
Xiangmang as well. I mean, if he gets a Lycan Pounce, could probably change something, but now they have to wait for Danny, and there this Danny is up again, making things safe and sound. Xiangmang is on low HP, but just heals just in time. I mean, this could have been an end. We could have seen a 2-0 Team Lunatic.
That would
Now-
have been unexpected. But now we see a potential comeback now.
I agree here. I mean, the small mistake coming in from Batrip Talaga is the retribution that he often misses against Mikazia for some reason. They could have changed the tides completely, but Mikazia is keeping things alive. We thought this could have been a fight, like a 3-man kill, and then a Lord end right after, but Birthright never fails to surprise.
Mhm. But to be again to mention before, both teams are not really playing this cleanly out. Like both teams make lots of mistakes. Both teams have had the lead at some point of the game. Now we see the Winter Crown being triggered, and now we see a winning team fight. And nice. Talaga deserved this win now. Oh, look at the Miguel the Maniac at MEC in playoffs.
For the
with the lead.
Savage!
He's what's the Savage? No, the Savage.
Never mind! What a fight! What a fight! I mean, the heavy spins coming. In my opinion, Akai MVP. Akai is MVP in this game. He's been doing some amazing, exceptional heavy spins with a flicker here. He even pinned like 3 people in that side in that last fight, just giving them the fight, the game completely. What an engage coming in. But once again, the MVP is gonna go for Batrip Talaga. I mean, let's just say he did not disappoint on Ling. He played pretty amazing here on the Ling. Despite the conditions met, even though he did miss a little bit there and there, but at the end of the day, he played exceptionally well, and so is the rest of the team. Congratulations for Team Lunatic, but now we have to say our farewells to our favorite EU team right here, Birthright.
I commend the effort from Team Lunatic. They adjusted really well to this new patch, new meta. But from the other side, from Birthright, something doesn't feel right now. Like ever since Snapdragon ended, they haven't been the same team anymore. Like yeah, the players are still the same, but the performance was very shaky last week too already against Opertum. Today too, like something is going on. We're not here to make assumptions though. Like hopefully they will come back stronger next time in the next tournament. Like we know MESL is coming up soon here, the European League, and from the same organizers. I hope it's gonna be so exciting to see potentially Birthright in there. But nevertheless, congrats to Team Lunatic for advancing to the second round of the lower brackets, and hopefully we're gonna see more exciting games from them.
I agree. I'm pretty excited about them, and goodbye, Birthright. We will see you in probably next MEC here when we cast to another one. But to be honest, they did their best. They performed a bit. They of course they weren't at their best, but at least they tried their best. And I expected more from Birthright, but what can I say? They're still an amazing team. Will still amaze us, still surprise us maybe in the near future. And I just hope things for them go right and come back stronger. So yeah.
Mm.
Thanks to Birthright. They've made this MAC really fun for us to cast. I mean, I love the players there. They're playing exceptionally well, but Team Lunatic now is on fire, and it's a way different Team Lunatic from what we've seen last week.
Mm-hmm. Can't agree more about that.
Mhm. But now, the upcoming match. Are you excited? Because
We've seen already one upset victory today, so maybe there could be another one. But like the thing is, this weekend's matchup mostly depend on how well the teams prepared after the new patch. Because like as you saw, Team Lunatic perfect preparation, had very interesting and good drafts, played it also very well with the new items as well, and maybe Occupy did the same thing. Like this, we could maybe see another surprise here. But like for now, we have a little break.
yep, we will see you in 10 minutes.
Time we on, jump roll like the kind of take eons. Got a little buzz, it's time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit rewind. Yeah, she wants to do S class. I'm like, move, you must ask. They pour way too much in your glass. Just move your hips like a whole up class. Hit the gab, I talk that gap. Strut like up, and I walk that shit. When I'm up, that's it. I'ma start living reckless. Get that bag, I'ma walk like this. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. Hit that lane, I'ma walk like this. Walk in the spot, but they all get lit. Told them on flow, let me talk my shit. Every song bang, when they drop in hit. Said on the man, post stop, no miss. Over your head, next time, don't slip. Play your part, better read that script. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. Yeah. I'm steady focused on money now. I'm trying to count to 100 thou. That's daily. Grady pay me. M's and M's, no slim shady. Make account going so crazy. Still live it up when I'm over 80. Flying, I'm hotter than Hades. Middle fingers up to the ones when I hate me. Come with my ride and I'm up like a drought. Everybody lying for a little bit of clout. Stay making moves like I'm trying to sell a house. That's how it be when you're raised in the South. Mama always said that this money be the death of me. Money can't buy you happy, but I never seen a sad man ride in a jet ski. Time will tell me to break that speed. First it was hate, now they got my steez. Took small sips, now they drinks on me. Commas in the bank, that's all I need. Business first and chill after. Set to cruise, but not the actor. Work hard, let the money stack up while y'all broke like a stress fracture. My God.
best friend. And I've been here, I know the story ends. With broken hearts and us playing pretend. Break me down, down. Break me down. Break me down, down. Break me down.
Time to take a chance to fly, feeling like I'm 10 feet high. Nightmares call, you can't deny. Better find a place to hide. Here to tell you what I know. No one wants to be alone. Like a virus in your soul. Don't give up and take time to take a chance to fly. Feeling like I'm 10 feet high. Nightmares call, you can't deny. Better find a place to hide.
Okay. Welcome back everyone on to the MEC Playoffs Day 3 here. I'm Wolkenstern, here's still Hockey. We have seen already a great series between Team Lunatic and Birthright, and now we're gonna see Team Occupy versus Team Light Cavalry. We see again probably the prediction soon on who's probably gonna win according to the audience and some of our casters and staff members. I'm expected to see a great series again. Lots of interesting picks probably again. New patch, lots of things to discover. Many new heroes that you have not seen often before in tournaments. Like we saw the Leo mod before. We saw the Uranus also last match. Like we're gonna see definitely more of those heroes as well. Like not those specifically, but like also other heroes that we haven't taken into account until yet. Could be even a game for where we see Fanny today. Maybe potentially. I hope we're going to see a Fanny eventually. Would be very good. What do you think about it? Is the team gonna draft for Fanny today, Hawk, or do you expect this to happen only tomorrow?
I expect a Fanny today. I mean, better now than never. If you are that comfortable, go for the Fanny. I mean, especially with this patch, I've played with a Fanny, like in this new patch, and he said Fanny is just way better now, but you have to use her now before she gets her nerf, because Moontoon did announce in their advanced server that Fanny is unfortunately getting another nerf, and it's gonna be a huge one, where she's not able to wall spam anymore.
Mm-hmm,
So
you're right. This nerf can heavily impact the Fanny. So yeah, now's your last chance if you're a Fanny main. Go pick up your Fanny, spam as many rank games as you can. Enjoy your last few good memories on her before the nerf is gonna kill her.
unfortunately, this is how Fanny has to go. But now we have Light Cavalry versus Team Occupy. What you think of this?
Mm, on paper, like Cavalry is the better performing team, but on the other hand, new patch notes, everything is on equal level ground now. Like we saw already previous series, the success from the previous patch didn't matter anymore. It's a new patch. You just have to see who adapted better to this patch, and that team is gonna win today. It's
Okay.
kind of sad wave to go for a team that has played for such a long time in MEC. Like that tournament already went on for like 2 months, and then losing because of the new patch because you couldn't adjust in time. But like that is the sad life. That's also pro play. You have to adjust on time. You have to adjust quickly sometimes in order to succeed. And yeah, and the last series, Team Lunatic adjusted much faster than Team Birthright did to the new patch. But no, it doesn't say that automatically that one team is automatically much better. It was just
Yeah.
at this moment, today, they were better. The matchup could be completely different again next week or 2 weeks after. Maybe unlucky timing for Birthright that the new patch came that soon already. Like if imagine if it had just come next week, that would have been a completely different story now with the teams qualifying.
Up, c'est la vie. But now we are soon gonna get into a match Light Cavalry versus Team Occupy, and I'm pretty excited to see how they're gonna perform on both sides. Considering the fact that now Team Occupy do have a coach, they are prepared more than ever, and I'm willing to see what they're gonna pull out now.
Hmm. I'm expecting a fanny pick from Light Cavalry today though.
Yeah, I wanna see the Fanny. I wanna see the Fanny before she's gone. Like I wanna see her last moments.
Yeah, okay, you make it sound like she's getting buried and will be gone
Because
forever. It's
she will be getting buried. You don't understand the nerve that she's getting.
I mean, like we talked about, for example, the hero Nathan. Like after the last nerf, we called him dead and completely forever gone or two. But sometimes we still see him being played. Like it's not like he's dead. Like he's like
Yeah,
half dead.
he's situational now, not a prioritized marksman,
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say.
yeah.
But Fanny,
Like
on the other hand, like when you
Fanny could
take
be also situational.
that's the thing. When the thing is, they took out her ability to just have a wall spam. And that was huge for Fanny players to go for a pickoff, right? They go in Ching Ching and then Cutthroat, another Ching Ching. But you can't do the Ching Chings anymore, my guy. You have to
Yeah.
Shing and then go back and then Shing again and then come back and then Shing again. And then
I mean, or you
Cutthroat.
just go, you just fly in, get the cut through with the kill, and then go out again.
That works as well. But
I mean, that's what most Fanny players do.
yeah, true. Even I do it myself. Just cut through it and leave because I can't really shing shing like the other ones. But yeah. Apart from that, I'm pretty excited to see how this is gonna play out. I mean, if you've already seen from the playoffs here, Team Lunatic, even though when the whole world said Birthright is winning this, Team Lunatic just surprised us with a 2-0 out of nowhere, and I was shocked. So was Wolkenstein, so was everyone else who voted for Birthright here. And now Team Lunatic is not something to take lightly. They've proved themselves in that. I mean, even though we've seen on the predictions that everyone is going for Light Cavalry, even myself, I still have my doubts, From what I still have my maybe Team Occupy. They are more prepared than ever. They got a coach, and from what you've seen, even though like Volk said, Light Cavalry is better on paper, but now on this new patch, honestly, I can't tell anymore.
Like we will see then in a few minutes how well both teams prepared for this because we could be wronged again with the predictions, but like I wouldn't be mad either. And now we see also the logo on the top, Mobile Legends European Seasonal League incoming. with the best teams from Europe here, obviously playing more hopefully. Like that's gonna be a crazy banger.
I agree. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see how it's gonna be played out. But now we are
I mean,
getting
you're gonna
into
play
the.
yourself there too. You don't
I
realize
know.
that.
I know. Me and you. Just me and you. But now, on to the first game here. We have Team Occupy versus Light Cavalry. For the Team Occupy, we have FaZe, Vinox, Shizu, Relax Kid, and Abu Ambar Jr. And for the Team Light Cavalry, Pemi, Allen, Creve, Lito, and Rap. And let me tell you all this, these are not random names. These are familiar names into the community. On the side of Team Occupy, everyone from MENA knows a lot of these people. From the side of Light Cavalry, from the region EU, everyone also knows all of these people. So this is not gonna be some names that we've just seen right now, but no, this is gonna be a tough match. People who've been old into the game and insane macro to micro plays.
I'm hopefully seeing something interesting here. Like, yeah, okay. It also depends on what server this is. This is a European server, obviously. So Team Occupy have to play with a higher ping than usual. They're from Egypt, so they will play with like 70, 80 MS, if I recall it correctly. So they have to be a bit more conservatively with the draft. Like chip, you cannot really pick the chip on that. Like you could try to play the chip on another MS, but like it's kind of dangerous. Like we see already how what happens if you are playing chip a bit too aggressively on a normal MS, like we've seen from Mark, the pick that the FC had, like the early game devs. Like if you have that also with ping, like MS, higher MS than usual, then that's gonna double.
I
So
mean,
better be safe than sorry.
speaking
Hmm?
from experience, I think Chip is not that hard to play with in the high MS, but mainly I want to focus on the things that require a fast hand. Like, yeah, we've seen Team Occupy in EU sometimes pull out a Fanny, sometimes pull out high MS heroes, but these are extremely difficult to perform, and I have my highest respect to you guys for playing such fast-handed heroes in a server that's not their own, right? Playing especially on 70 MS. I'm also Egyptian, same as these guys, so I know what they're playing under against, and I have respect for them for being able to perform on such high MS.
Okay, now we see the Roger and Matilda being banned from the side of Light Cavalry. It's okay. They don't want to give Team Occupy early game potential heroes. Like Matilda has lots of poke here. Roger also very strong in laning phase, but like Harif is still being open. Maybe they want to bait out a Harif pick on this, or Occupy just say no, we don't want a Harif ourselves. So both strong marksman laners are being banned out. What is still left open? Moscow is still open. Obviously, is very strong here. Mages all open anyways. Assassins all open. 2 XP laners are also being untouched for now. So we're gonna see have a big variety on how this could be get played out here. From the side of Light Cavalry, I expect them to just burn something normal. Maybe burn a mage.
Probably
Maybe
amazing.
burn.
Keep in mind though, knowing Preve, he still wants to open these mages for himself if he's able to pick them. Maybe take out the Loyi and then we go like a Xavier Nova
Ed.
matchup. But Edges will be taken out here, and Team Occupy might go for something that they've been preparing on. Maybe you could see a Loyi on the first pick. Maybe you could see a Moskov right now, or even Fredrin, who's still they still love playing the Fredrin. They still love the tank jungles in here. But let's see now. I mean, you have a lot of things on the table at this point.
Mm, I wonder what they pick now, because like depending on what you pick now, we can get the idea on what their strategy could be like and what kind of direction the draft will go. Like for the first pick, you have so many options available right now, so many picks are open, and we can only make a firm decision or like a firm prediction on how they're gonna draft after the first pick. Like for now, we need to see what is the plan. What does Occupy want here?
I mean, they gotta go for something safe and secure. We've seen the Moskov on the first pick. We've seen many more, like maybe even a jungle, but the
Oi!
Fredrin, like I said, once again, they do love playing the Fredrin, and they're going for the Fredrin because it's also a comfortable hero on a high MS, so I think they're more comfortable with the Fredrin than taking out the Moskov or the Low Yi, which they could potentially give. But knowing Light Cavalry, I've casted them time to time. I do know that Kriv is one guy that loves Novaria, loves Ixe, he loves those long-ranged mages. So we might potentially see that right now as the Yuzong is picked up over here by Lighto.
Well, the thing is, if you pick Yuzhong that early, you give the option for the opposite team to just pick the Drizzler and have a clean XP lane. Like, Yuzhong can rotate obviously a bit faster, but in laning phase he will struggle a bit. And Carry being picked up from like Cavalry that early, like they are just going for they're just focusing on the third one. They don't care about anything else right now. Like, also the other thing is Team Occupy can't drop a too tanky lineup, or else the carry is just gonna snowball out of control later on in late game. So maybe a healer or an assassin on Rome could be possible for Team Occupy here. I guess a healer.
Maybe a Florin or a Minotaur, both work pretty well
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, as long as it's not a hard rock tank.
Or even Estes. I mean, at this point you have a Fredrin, and you guys still have a mage and stuff. I think Estes would still fit great in some comps because he's able to stay so close, especially when you're playing with a fighter to tank jungle. And when faced against a carry, then pretty understandable to pick the Estes. You can constantly just heal your tanks. But let's see how it's gonna play out here. I mean, we've seen the Moskov picked up here by Vinox, and now I think they're just hoping to go for a mid here.
Mm.
I mean, you gotta pick it up. It's either now or never. The mid lanes, all of them are open, and
Yeah,
you
the
do
mid
still
laners are
have
getting banned if you don't pick one. Yeah.
exactly. If you don't pick it now, it's gonna be out. But knowing Occupy, they might even like just not mind it at all and go like, let's go for something else. And when they do, I know they're pretty flexible on the mid lane, so maybe it's not that big of a concern for them. But once again, you've seen from last time, you wanted that Xavier, you want the mages, but we see now Valentina and a Ling coming here from Team Occupy and Light Cavalry, and Link's becoming a threat now. You've seen Link today, and we're gonna see it again. You've seen what Link can do now.
We see an assassin. We don't see the Fanny yet, but yeah, Ling is also very strong here. Mages are being banned probably from the side of Occupy now, so to limit the hero pool for Cleve. Most likely just the typical bans. Like, yeah, Teresa being banned out now because it's a counter to Yuzhong, like that's a Savior ban. Yului being banned out, that was obvious. Mage ban now is out. Savior and Novaria both still open. Maybe they even get one open. Like, they cannot ban both anyways. Maybe they are focusing now a different ban here, like, yeah, if they ban a Roma, they are shooting at their own leg too.
I don't know why, but I have a strong feeling Masha on XP lane. That's all I can tell you. Masha from Relax Kid. If you don't know who Relax Kid is, he used to be one of the top global Masha players. And I don't know if that's still the case. So maybe, maybe not. I mean, I've seen this guy's Masha. I used to play with him, grind with him on the daily when I used to main Atlas at the time. But now we don't know yet. I mean, yeah, we might see something here.
Okay, we're gonna see the last ban of Team Occupy, then we see what exactly they are gonna go for the roaming position, because there's still lots of options open too there. And Kadita being banned out here. Yeah, that Kadita also has a great matchup against Valentina for the pickoffs and against Moskov too, good for ganking. And now Greve needs to think about, does he just want to go for a supportive mage like Xavier, or does he want to go for something that can potentially carry these clutch moments like Novaria? For now, they just picked the Ruby on the roaming position. Safe. They want to hide the mage pick as last pick and see the rest of Team Occupy's picks first to react accordingly to it later then.
I mean, I agree with you here that it's better to be patient, it's better to see what you want to deal with. Because once again, even if you pick mage now, you need to make sure that something can get out of a grasp of whatever XP laner is going to come here in the roamer. They could still go for the Lapu Lapu here, still a great option. They could still go for roamers that can go into the back, maybe even like a Helkert, Natalia, stuff like this. So Better to wait, better to see. The Ruby pick, like I said, a really safe pick, and I agree with you on that. So let's see now what Team Occupy is cooking here. We know that they can't be too tanky since they have a carry here, and the carry has well enough protection. But the
Thomas,
Samus,
also interesting.
I mean, Samus is a pretty strong matchup against Yuzong. They both can take on a beating, and both can just have a constant fight over and over and over again. So a pretty equal matchup, I would say, in that case. And now for the last pick for the side of Team Occupy over here. I'm gonna be expecting a something aggressive, and there it is, the Grok coming in.
It is aggressive, but on the other hand, that is a rock hard tank, as I mentioned before, could get bursted down by carry if you let the carry farm. Like it all depends on how much farm carry can get in this game. If she can't get any farm in the early game, and if Team Occupy just snowball out of control after an early game lead, for example, good team fights at the turtles or their objectives, tower pushes, etc., then everything is fine. But if it gets to the later stages of the game and like Cavalry is still standing, then this carry will potentially carry. That was lame.
Yes.
that was the that was lame.
But yeah, it was good. I'll give that to you. He's right. We have a bit of technical issue here. We can't really see if the last pick has gone for the side of Light Cavalry, but I'm gonna be expecting a maybe an Xavier here. That's all I can
Mhm.
expect. Apart from that, we can't really see the screen from now. But yeah, do you think Xavier or Nova, or maybe even something else? Maybe a Lilia? Do you think Lilia could be picked here instead?
Uh, I like Lily on Crash, but on the other hand, they need something for the team fights here. They have the Zhong and Ling, etc. But like they need something from the backline that can also dish out the damage. Lilia would be a bit too much on the front, even if she uses her magic shoes. Like she still is a bit too far up front. So something else that can shoot from the backline. Yeah. Novari would be good here. Vexana. Yeah, well, Vexana is not really it's not really long range, but she's still there. What else? Yeah, Xavier. Like, yeah, just is that something with long range would be good for like cavalry. And we are probably gonna be get thrown into the game immediately, and then we're gonna see the last pick anyways. Like in the previous series, technical issues happens. Our internet is having some issues for our clean feed streamer. It happens, and I hope we're gonna see an interesting pick from Trev, or like a normal pick that fits the team comp. Like we see here, lots of short range heroes. Now they just need something from the backline that can also dish out damage.
Or if they want to go for something front and not backline, Lunux is still there. We've seen Lunux recently, and she's been pretty strong. But once again, I'd say I'd prefer more of a backline-ish hero, Xavier, Nova, pretty the best two so far. Still technical issues, we can't really see his screen, so can you guys? We're just guessing at this point. You're playing Guess the Mage. Before we get into the match, before we get to see the mage, just type into the comments, what do you think Creef picked?
I mean, like the thing is, probably by this point, maybe the entire first turtle is already gone, and we just don't know it yet. Like, what is going on? Like, yeah, I'm confused.
I am just as confused as you right now. The clean feed is.
Good.
I just heard from our boy Dazai that there is a pause. Thank you, Dazai. And yeah, let's keep playing the game. What did Creef pick? Do you think they just didn't go for a mage at all? Just go for Paquito?
Nah, yeah. I would rather
No
see a
mage.
Terizla on mid lane. Well, Terizla is banned sadly, but like if you want to pick something goofy, it has to be a fighter mid lane. But they don't have any mage damage too, so it doesn't work really. Guinevere mid lane maybe that would be something.
Ooh, yeah, good. I mean, fighters on Magic fighters on maybe Sylvana, but I don't think Sylvana will be doing as much. Though I will say she probably has good poke. It's just that she needs to get in there first.
Mm-hmm.
Esmeralda is also an option. We've seen Esme mid time to time. Performing pretty well, but once again, I doubt it. I mean, at this point, we're just not going for mages. We're going for any possible magic damage mid laner that can fit in this game. Because the best options I have right now is either Lunux, Lilia, Novaria, or Xavier. I don't think it gets any better than these four.
I mean, for now we still have to wait and solve the technical issues.
Well, we do have a pause, so we don't have to worry about getting into the game. Meanwhile, we've already like on the first floor.
Hmm.
We have a
Yeah, in the live stream chat they also mentioned that Greve might have also picked a Farsa, so it's also long range mage. Could have also worked at that team comp.
yeah, I agree. Actually, for sure.
Wait, the game resumed, but the live feed is still not updated. Oh, now we are ready, finally. Okay,
They
what did he
did.
pick on mage? He picked the
They did.
Farsa!
They did like just like they said. They did indeed pick the Porsche here.
Shout out to Ilon for predicting the Farsa pick.
You got 5 diamonds from me, Island. But now, over here we have Priv, you know, getting in the stun, going in for the XP early on. I mean, you know you have that bird, you need to go up and down constantly. Let's see how it's gonna play out. It's gonna be a really patient game from what I can see here. I mean, both teams can't really take a fight up unless you're gonna throw everything on the line. You can't just take a fight and leave. And that seems to be the case right now. Both teams do want to play safe. They want to see an opening. You can't really engage on either sides
The
unless you.
difference though is that Rap is already level 4 and he's farming much faster than Fredrin. That is the one difference now in the current game, and that's also explains the goalie to some extent. Like, he has a jungle monster more farmed than Fredrin is just slow. Like, he can catch up with the farming speed of Ling. Look, Ling will be level 5 when the turtle spawns, while Fredrin is still stuck at level 4. That's a difference. Like, the retribution will be strong in favor of Fredrin. I mean, not in favor of Fredrin, I mean in favor of Ling.
I mean, at this point, I would say still favoring Fredrin when you have the ultimate coming in from Fred, Appraiser's Wrath. But apart from that, it really depends on how it's gonna play out. And looks like we have the level 4 rotation coming in from the roamers, you know, the range on the XP laners as usual. Kriv now got the Feather Airstrike, and Naito with the Black Dragon form. So is have one more.
There comes the team fight.
The Black Dragon form coming in, and there it is, Raps going in with the one and only Red Tree God Rap going in, Tempest of Blades, and there it is, first blood goes to Naito, but unfortunately taken out by Ha here. And this is a pretty interesting fight. They managed to trade a 1-for-1, a jungle for an XP, but I think it's worth it for the side of Light Cavalry as they do go for the blue buff. Is it gonna take it? No! Never mind, the wall charge, a stun from the Moscow. Rep might be in trouble here.
He was too greedy!
Too greedy on the blue buff, but they managed to turn things around. Now Occupy say, yeah, we're not gonna lose that much, thank you. And even though he did manage, I think, to take the blue buff, though I think the kill is worth it for the side of Team Occupy. Now they can recover, heal up, take a breath, and see what they want to do next.
Ui. No flicker now on Favis, but Pem has to be careful and gets pulled back into the tower. Yeah.
Back into the tower, hit him back with it. But now Abamar, even though when he used the counter in Inferno, it's still not enough against Lighto, you know. I mean, to the Thanos, you need to wait a bit before you start fighting the U-Zone. You need to wait till both XP laners have the anti-heal, the dominant size. Or the Sea Halberd, depends on what you want to build at this point. But now, Alan is in a really rough spot as FaZe here is going in with a poke. Does have the
and
wall
here
charge,
comes Rap.
opportunity, and there it is, the wall charge coming in from FaZe, but is it enough to get him out? Knowing he has no flicker. The Tempest of Blades, Rap going in, he said nope, you're not getting out of this, and so the follow-up coming up from Kriv, excellent gameplay coming in from Light Cavalry.
I want to touch upon again about the topic about the turtle situation with the appraisals rough with Fredrin and their retribution. Don't forget the Tempest of Blades for Ling is also a strong tool for turtles. Like, that's also the same strong tool as Fredrin has for appraisals rough. Like, that's why I was saying that the Ling has a slight advantage, because with the Tempest of Blades, he can always time his retribution whenever he wants. That's the one advantage he has over Fredrin. With Fredrin, you are dependent on your appraisal's rough. And you could get knocked up or CC'd.
Yeah, that's true. But Pem,
Oh, Pem in trouble! Dead!
Pem is picked up by the Valentina here, and it looks like the Purify coming in from Allen. Is it enough for him to survive? Never mind, Vinox with the push takes it out in time. Now Kriv is focused by the Thamas here. Mar does have the counter or the Vengeance, make him super tanky, but it's not tanky enough for Laito and enough to burst him down. It looks like Laito is still going for more. There it is. The Appraiser's Wrath looking to win in the retry here. They're going in for the reset though. Well played for side of Light Cavalry. And you know if they reset this, they have better chances. But never mind. Throw boys back in here again. So nope, I have patience. I'm staying up until I get it. And he does get it. I mean, I would say it's a pretty good fight. Mainly for Team Occupy, getting that pickup on Pem actually that changed the way that this objective can go and taking out Allen. I mean, you got not only Turtle, you got also a Roam kill, a Gold Lane kill, an XP kill.
Oi!
Oi, I'm offended. Coming
Now they are doing the pullback into the tower.
They are doing it. Just playing pull after pull here. And the pickup with a Feathered Airstrike coming in from Kriv, taking out Throw Boy. But yeah, that's the thing. Like Vinox now in trouble. Tempest of Blades does have the flicker, but is it enough for him to survive here? I don't think so. Rap over here alongside Allen, and he doesn't have the backup needed. But the conceal coming in from Faves. Faves does not have the wild charge, but does kill out Rap here. And on the other hand, will be retreating. They leave Allen here. But yeah,
is having a perfect game so far in Valentina. 3 kills, 3 assists, like 100% kill participation so far. Like you see his influence on Valentina. And now feathered airstrike from his IMU ult, and look at him! He's doing everything!
actually this guy is popping off on the Valentina. I mean, he does have what he needs. If he wants CC, he can get the unoffended. If he wants damage, he can get Kriv's feathered airstrike. He's playing pretty well on the Valentina, has been going in poke after poke. Look at him.
Look at his poke damage just with his regular skills.
He's been shining. I mean, even though a lot of people voted for Light Cavalry, or maybe almost
You
everyone.
did too.
I did as well. I'm not saying I didn't. I did as well. But Team like like we've seen from the next series, like the previous series. The new patch just changes everything.
But this kind of strange to see, like the similarities from the previous series as well. Like the jungler of Team Light Cavalry is doing well, even though his team is kind of losing at the moment. Like we see also the previous series. Alejandro was also playing well for his team, but his team was losing. Like I think it's kind of cursed for the junglers so far. Like you can outperform, you can perform really well on jungle and still lose the match.
Yeah, that's it. Because well, of course, it's not only a jungle that you need to have your gold laner, your XP to be on top form, your mid laner as well, and that's what we're kind of almost seeing here from Team Occupy. I mean, you've seen the jungler doing the best as he can, getting those red trees, those objectives, but on the other
he's
hand,
even good going for the split push, but like yeah, on the other hand, we see a perfect team setup from Team Occupy. One Purify already triggered from Ellen, have to defend the tower, like. Yeah, Team Occupy play better as a collective, but Ling is just doing everything. Look, Ling got the split push going, got a buff, he got the farm. Like, what else are you supposed to do as jungler? Like, he's playing the Germ at his peak right now. Look, level 12 against level 11 Fredrin on the losing team so far.
I mean, at this point, there's only one thing: a savage. We see it. We can probably see it from him.
Like in the previous game.
We almost, but
yeah.
the maniac at the end of the game.
The Moskov stole the last kill, sadly. Like, yeah.
Moscow ruined a great story.
But so far, Occupy are winning the objective game so far, got the second bot lane tower, now they're invading, but Feathered Airstring being triggered from Kreve doesn't really result in anything though. Unless the Brethren, no stacks, no Oi!
Francis of Next taken out here and looks like has in trouble as the Pem going in with the I'm offended and we have a
No way!
there it is. It's back. The screen froze for a sec. We are back here. Pemdo is in trouble. The counter into Ventro coming in from Abu Bar Jr. is going for the kill, but nah. The Vengeance coming in, healing him up, saving him some HP, and at the same time taking out the flicker of not only Creve, but Pem. Look at them. They took every resource out of Light Cavalry into that fight, and they still have the flicker on the Valentina, on the Moscow. The retribution is up as well for Throwboy and for the junglers. But now they gotta watch out for Allen. Allen has the Purify. This could be threatening.
Depends on how much gold Alan has at the moment. Like suddenly we can, yeah, now we see it. Okay, there we have it. Okay, 2 items. He almost has his Trinity finish. Like Harry's gonna do damage. Ooh!
Double Fender coming in. Abu Bar, there it is. Abu Amar's taken out. It looks like he's still going, and there it is. Throwboy is looking for more energy eruption.
Pem in trouble. Can he flicker out?
Nah,
Nope.
Pem has no flicker. It's taken out here. Throwboy, he knows that the Pem used it. So is Creve, and he's like, "Yep, I'm going in as soon as I see it." And perfectly executed.
Oh, Valentina pressuring the lane? Ui.
That's
If he's going for the Lord, he's risking a lot now. Like Rap is risking his good game so far if he's trying to steal it because Ha is just pressuring him. Look, you can see him. Ha is is pressuring the enemy jungle. That's not something you want to see.
I don't think he's gonna go for it though, because like you have no opening. Best you can do is take your blue buff and heal up here.
Yeah, Valentina didn't give him an opening. Like basically, Valentina has told him, if you want to go in there, you are half HP down and you could get bursted down before you can even try to retry it. But like what he was doing, Valentina was crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Feathered Earth
Look at him. He stole the Fade Airstrike with time ult, and now he's gonna do something sooner or later. Like Ling has a problem.
The wall charge from Flames, but it's not enough to catch Rap over here. Gets out in time lane. Doesn't even use a Tempest of Blade, but that was a pretty good catch. Though it just needed the follow up. That's about it. But let's see now. We have the first Lord of the game rushing in. You have the wave synced here. You have the mid lane pushing.
Oh!
Airstrike almost getting Rap over here. But we cancel it shortly right after. And now we have the bottom lane inhibitors under Lord pressure over here. We might potentially be taken out. FaZe does not have the wall charge, but still looking for something. I mean, he's waiting for it. He knows that if they have another strong Lord waves, this time he could engage. And there it is. Abu Amar is in trouble. The counter Inferno, the Vengeance, but it's not enough to save him from the entire team of Light Cavalry, the Black Dragon form. They're looking in to fight some more here, maybe even try to get the Lord cleared, the minions coming in. There is the Feathered Earthstrike, but Pem, on the other hand, is in trouble. The Ammo offended, switch it tides, and there it is! Gets 2 for himself, and one, and Vinox as well, and there it is, the double kill coming in. This is, ladies and gentlemen, 4 for 0 plus Lord clear. And looks like they're still looking in for more, but nah, they can't go for the Grog now. Best they can do is just invade and go for the mid lane and change the tide. We went from all the way down to farm to more now. They're more than ever. They need more than ever. I mean, what a... I'm offended coming in from Pem, not only getting Vinox, but getting the 2 of the most threatening people inside of Occupy.
Clutch moment from Pen to save his team. Like, look, he even secured a lead for his team. Like, they were like 3k gold down. Now they got all the towers back, got the 4 kills for 0, and now Team Light Cavalry is back in the game.
They're all back now. They are gonna show us something that we are not ready to see yet. So I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna play out here. Now Allen can catch up and farm safely as ever. Rap, you can see him, and he took the entire jungle, going now from the red to blue. And I'm gonna say, like, the Team Occupy need a specific way of engagement, right? Because you can't just engage without your Thamus. Your Thamus is basically a really good meat shield, I would say. Man's tanking a lot, has the Vengeance. It's just that the unfortunate side is he's tanking a bit too much, taking 5 people. But if they were to have a clean engage on the side of Team Occupy, this could change the tide, change the tide way completely, because all they want to do is just set up for the Valentine.
Oi, 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 oi! Conceal play from Pen, and he gets the
Coming in.
flicker with the Iron on Pendant, and he got it. But the Winter Crown from Valtina coming in clutch. Hey, Pendant airstrike incoming from Crave, and now the team fight from team like Cavalry. They are going back, they're setting the eyes onto the Lord, but what a clutch moment from Ha! He was out of position, gets the Winter Crown, and escapes with his life.
Winter Crown gets him just in time and does have that flicker. So he's able to get out securely, almost taken out here. Well played to him though, but now let's see now that they know that the conceal have been played and the flicker have been used by Pam. Is this gonna change anything? Looks like Trap is on 1 HP, poked heavily by Vinox over here. Is still looking for more feather airstrike coming in from Krieve, but unfortunately does not hit. Never mind, gets a hit on Vinox here. Throwboy now on the Lord, and they're looking for something. You can see from Krieve's positioning, is looking for
Ooh.
Moscow. But now Throwboy does look for the energy eruption, does have it.
Oi!
Shortly after, and there's this double black dragon form coming in. Faves though. Faves is in really low HP. He needs to retreat immediately here on the Grog. And there it is. The flicker
Fender is a
coming in from
flicker, oh
Krieve, taking out
no!
Vinox. And the next target on the list is Throwboy, taken by Lito over here. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, Lord for the side of Light Cavalry. Face might be next on the list here. Alan is there. The flicker coming in from the Grog, but Abba Mark Jr. You got the Counterant Inferno. You got the Vengeance, enough to burst down Lito even when you have Ha with you. And this is just a constant brawl left and right, left and right, left and right. But now this brawl's only been one-sided in for the side of Light Cavalry.
Yeah, we need to consider like Cavalry are a micro-dependent team. Like they have excellent mechanics on their members, as you've seen. Every day has shown their worth so far. Like Pem with the I am offended flicker ultimates, perfect setups. Raven, that last team fight, like with the flicker on the feathered airstrike. Like everyone from Light Cavalry is micro-wise on the peak of the gameplay. Occupy have had a better team performance so far as a collective, like a team play, macro gameplay, very clean. But like when it comes to the micro department, when it matters the most, the only member of Team Occupy we've seen performing well so far was Ha. But like he alone, he can't carry the team alone. Like that's the problem. Like everyone else from Team Occupy is struggling when it comes to team fights, micro department, and team fights. But yeah, Ha needs to step up even harder if they want to survive this, because otherwise it could be already an early game finish.
This could be. I mean, you have the Black Dragon form going in here by Lito. He's looking for something, but the Wild Charge getting a 3 and the Feather Airstrike coming in from Screeve, and there's our more Junior taking the kill, but Vinox is taken out in the middle of the brawl here, and now Alan with a Speedy Light Wheel is looking for something, but is getting poked back over here, and now we have the Inhibitors getting pushed from top to mid to and almost to bottom as well.
Not the best game for Throwboy so far, but very good game from Ha, and also very good game from Trev. It's basically a game where both mages are actually playing very well for their respective teams. Like, no one should be sad about their own performance, but like, I don't know, like, Occupy had everything in their hands, and then they just got micro-diffed.
I mean, I agree with you here. Getting microdrift is something you don't want, to be honest, considering the fact that you're playing against a top team, and like I said from the last series, a small mistake changes a lot, whether macro or micro. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
And we're right now watching it, right? We're right now seeing this in action. So now Team Occupy, they have to defend, they have to think collectively here. They have to take a breath and like, okay, guys, we need to make a move.
Oh no!
Ooh, that was pretty risky. That was pretty risky, but Fender, it is the Feathered Airstrike. That was pretty risky from high here. That could have been a pick off.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing. It's not. Flying by.
The thing is, map state-wise, there's one inhibitor tower from the side of Occupy left, and 2 from Team Light Cavalry. Like, they have a slight advantage now. Conceal play from them. Feathered airstrike being used from Crab, and again, Throwboy, where are you?
Throwboy is just picked all of the speedy light wheel, putting Faves into 1 HP here from the carry, Alan. And now Vinox, it looks like he's in trouble, will have to retreat, poked heavily by
Oi,
Krav!
Krav!
More, but Krav does mess
Oi,
it up.
but ha! But Winter Crown! But it's
There
not
it is.
enough!
It's not enough! How the feathered airstrike waits for him, kills him, not even Pam can defend him out of this. I
Like,
would say, all I
this
got to
v-
say to this,
this Valentine is amazing.
I agree. Haas gameplay is top tier. Also, one thing I think Treeve was just extra greedy on this part.
Yeah.
But
But
now,
again, like, how are they gonna defend this Lord? I mean, it's not synced, but like the inhibitor is going to fall anyways, and team like Cavalry might force a team fight here. Look, Pem with the human offended now.
watch your mind,
View
it's
of
a 4v5
destruction.
though. I don't think they can fight without the Creeve, because Creeve's just been doing so much into these fights, into picking up Throwboy here, poking a lot on Vinox, but now when you don't have that mage damage to do that much on Vinox, on Throwboy, on Faves, on Ha, you can't really take a fight pure on just physical heroes and a carry, you know?
Yeah, I mean, mm,
Another
like right now, Team Occupy is still holding on to the game. Now everyone is full build. Now the gold lead doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, it's 7k, but like late game doesn't matter now. Everyone is full build. Now it mainly comes down to the performance in the team fights and to the objectives. Like, as we see, objective-wise, Team like Cavalry still have a slight advantage. They have also the map control here, but Team Occupy have the potential for a perfect setup with the Valentina, with the IMU ultimate on maybe fair the airstrike stealing, and a perfect rock setup with the wild charge. Like, it mainly comes down now to execution on who's gonna take this victory.
Yeah, I agree here. Matter of execution, but so far we've been seeing Light Cavalry taking a fight after another, and single mistake now changes things a little. But now, both
They
teams
they might force like Cavalry to split up if they keep pushing the top lane. Like Cavalry need to make a decision. They cannot always all stay there in the same bush when there's such threat from Team Occupy to the split push. On the other hand, Team Occupy need to take care of the bot lane. There's a minion coming.
1 minute.
Okay, that's a cannon. Okay, there were two.
But like from seeing the positioning here, knowing everyone has the resources ready, everything is ready, I would be more in Light Cavalry's favor in terms of positioning. You get to
Mainly
have a
because they have the
better
control over the river going to the Lord, that's true. But like on the other hand, Moskov can just split push and then throw a Spear's Destruction to join a team fight, while someone of team like Cavalry needs to go back to defend Moskov. So that's the one problem team like Cavalry have. The Moskov can just split push and join a team fight. Assuming he hits the Spear of Destruction. If he doesn't hit it, then it's a one team fight for like Cavalry.
As to it all comes down to a Spear of Destruction here. I mean, even so, I think the side of Light Cavalry are already mobile enough to just go defend the lane and come back. I mean, you have Creeve, you have Allen, you have a lane grab. So let's see a Spear of Destruction hitting Allen here, unfortunately. And
Oi.
it's still going in, but it's not
Oi.
gonna do much. And Throwboy.
Oi, the damage from Valentina on Ellen! And here we see Throwboy. Throwboy needs to step up in this team fight, or else it's gonna be
Let's
a
see,
GG.
there's a wild charge coming in with a flicker, but the counter inferno coming from our Bar Jr. in the back line, and there's this Ha taking out Allen, still going for more. The Winter
Oh
Crown,
my
but
God,
it's not enough as Green Force the flicker is still taken out and still going for more fights here. Throwboy is tanking us more than ever,
Ah, look
and
at
there
Ha,
it is. Ha is still going for more. Ha go! Wow! What a gameplay! Ha is going for. He's on a rampage. He
That
said
was
no.
peak mage gameplay. You won't see better mage positioning in a team fight than him. He took the black dragon form, and he actually carried the team fight. Look, he's still unscathed. No one touched him. He got a triple kill.
And he's gonna look for more when he sees Pem. This is Occupy's mage, everyone, and this is Ha for you! The man, the myth, the legend on the Valentina! This is a whole different story to tell.
Like, I think Team Light Cavalry didn't expect to see such a mechanically gifted mage on the side of Team Occupy. Like, especially on the MS. Imagine you doing that stuff on 60 MS or 70. Sorry.
70 to 60 to 80, it is still
Yeah.
impressive regardless. But now, great play here coming in from like Cavalry. No, they need to
I think Trev is thinking in his head, how the hell did that happen?
Trev needs to prove himself back now. We need to see a back-to-back peak mage gameplay. And we gotta see like maybe a maniac coming in from Trev. We don't know yet. But how on the other hand, I mean from early from early to late has just been applying pressure constantly over and over and over and over. What a wall coming in. But now Fame, the Conceal, they all have the resources to look for another fight. There it is, Feathered Airstrike coming in from the far side. Creeve over here, but now they're looking for a fight. Ha is looking for an opportunity. And let's see how it's gonna play out right now. The mid inhibitor is being pushed.
Oi,
Now,
hey,
now Vinox quicker, almost taken out. Vinox pretty low on HP, and this is, I would say, a pretty successful defense coming in from Light Cavalry.
Vinox almost died. If he had died there, then Team Light Cavalry could have just re-engaged here, and that would have been a disastrous.
Oh.
Like, the time is looking for something. Here's the flicker, I am offended, and here comes Trev, and Venox is down!
And now this is
Light
gonna be a
Cavalry.
fight for Light Cavalry. Look at this.
Yeah.
There this Lighto is going in. They're gonna go for Throwboy here, but Throwboy is taking him away. He's trying to make things calm down a little, but it's not enough as he's taken out right there by Rap. And now there it is, the Feathered Airstrike coming back from Ha, putting Creeve in a really rough spot. Abu Ammar Jr. Abu Ammar is going in, taking the killing spree. There it is, Creeve.
But he's
Is
down.
he gonna get out? Is it gonna be enough? Unfortunately, it's not going to, even though when you Winter Crown, I'm sorry, but it's just not enough for you to get out. And
Too much time now. Like, they could actually go for an end here. Like, 30 seconds to Venox is back, it's a 3v2.
never
And they have the damage, like, Allen is alive and Ling is alive. Like, that's too much.
They're going all out for Ha here, but there is Wild Charge trying to save something, but unfortunately they finally get the shutdown they once longed for. And this is game number 1 for Light Cavalry. Good game, but what a gameplay. What a gameplay coming in from the side of Occupy. I did not expect such amazing mage gameplays. Like you said, especially when it's 70 to 60 MS to 80 MS. Playing like that on the Valentina is...
He made the game interesting. Like, without Ha, this would have been more one-sided, I'm telling you that.
I agree with you. I think most of the time just... he made...
Look at his
game.
performance, look at his grade. He was the MVP of the game even though he lost.
I mean, gotta give it to him. But on the other side, I mean, Allen here, he's been playing extremely safe all game. He actually maintained good positioning throughout the entire match. He wasn't really that affected by the team Occupy. He was just able to farm, and whenever the Grok would go in with a Flicker Wild Charge, he knows that it's his job to just purify and take that. And look at how performance. I mean, 100% participation. My man has the most damage, MVP of the losing team, but you gotta say he outperformed, I think, all 9 people in this game.
Yeah, but it still wasn't enough because his own team held him back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. But maybe now they might be cooking on game number 2.
Like especially they need to step up on like Throwboy and Venox need to step up for the next game because Venox was very often out of position, so was Throwboy. Like you saw the situation where Throwboy was alone at the Lord situation. Like he was there alone. Like no one else from his team was even near him, and Venox stepped up sometimes too far, like not too far, but like he used sometimes his dash when Krav was in the area. Like that was a big mistake.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, a lot of mistakes coming in from Vinox. But maybe he learned that, he's self-aware now, he knows that maybe I shouldn't take this lightly. And because here's the thing, right? I heard this from a friend, is that people when they go into the loser bracket, they either have to play their best, but at the same time they're thinking like, you're gonna play 50% the best here, you know, I don't think these guys are good since they're also in the loser bracket. That if you haven't done your research on the enemy team, but if you know that you're playing against Light Cavalry, oh boy, you better buckle your seats and prepare, because this is not a team to take lightly.
I agree with you.
So we have the Fredrin getting banned here by Light Cavalry, which is quite interesting, though I don't see you shouldn't have banned it. I mean, I don't think the Fredrin was that huge of a threat, even though he did some amazing engages, amazing fights. I think like they neutralized it pretty well.
Okay, well, that was overall still very crazy match. Now we see again the draft. Like Cavalry go for the Fredrin one first. Now they wanna actually take off the comfort picks from Team Occupy. That's one way to deal with them too. Like now without the Fredrin, they are gonna be less. Oh, they actually butt the boy, Peter. They are too scared now after that performance from her.
To be fair, anyone would have done the same. But the Ling coming in from Team Occupy, of course he gotta ban that Ling. He was doing a lot as well. I mean, you've seen the Ling taking the opposite side of the jungle, pushing, split pushing, farming his side, out farming the Fredrin. I would say Ling was also super troublesome. So both teams now, they both have respect for each other. They know that they can't leave such heroes open.
We will see how this will turn out now. Yeah, Occupy banning out the Minotaur. I mean, like Cavalry banning out the Minotaur now to prevent Team Occupy to get their comfort picks, obviously. So now Team Occupy respond with an Angela ban. Like Angela could have been also good for a team like Cavalry, depending on what they would have gone to pick. They will probably pick maybe. Like they will not pick something you would expect as first pick, like not something like a strong hero. Like okay, that is a strong hero. That is a very strong hero actually. I don't know how that even slipped through the bends. Like instead of the Angela, I would have banned the Matilda honestly.
That's true. The Matilda's slipping through. She's way more riskier to leave open than an Angela. But once again, like you still have an Esme open that you could potentially go for. But once again, we see a Roger. I mean, Roger is a pretty solid pick against Matilda because she gets to fly around and he gets to burst her down. And maybe you could see like something also as aggressive. You could see like an Esme, maybe a Yuzong coming in, maybe another Thamus. Who knows? It depends. It mainly depends. But I probably would guess most likely we'd see a Yuzong.
Basha. Yeah, there's also a solid pick from Team Occupy, and now what is going on?
We have a little bit of technical difficulty, so let's wait a bit. Let's see. Today is not the best of days in terms of streaming. Bad weather hits and stuff, so we're gonna probably get a lot of those. I mean, we already got a lot of them early on, and maybe right now we're still gonna get more and more because it's not the best of weathers. Connections are going down worldwide, so yeah, we're just gonna get struck by those for a while. But speaking of it, what do you think of the Basha pick now, like into this meta?
Like as I said, Basha is still a solid pick in the current meta, same as Akai. I prefer the Basha more than the Fredrin honestly, because Fredrin got nerfed with his appraisal's rough conversion rate, and Basha didn't receive any nerf, still solid. You can pick him. And you can pair him up with other picks too. What?
Do you think we could start seeing Fredrin on the side lane now? Like, his wave gear isn't the best, but his kit alone makes him dangerous, especially with a flicker Fred, like in a way where he can be super aggressive. But wait a minute, like Cavalry, wait a minute. Now they got the Matilda, they got the Hearth. This is a perfect opportunity to try to anti-Esme this draft. They need to anti-Esme because they can't go for the Esme themselves, right? Basha is there,
will go for
Roger
Terizla.
is there. But the Terizla is a pretty solid pick, and now do we get to see an Esme on Team Occupy? Because if not, we might even not see it at all, either a ban or a pick at this point. Maybe they could still go for like Esme, extreme Esme mid lane, it's pretty flexible. But
Novaria.
instead coming in, which I kind of strongly agree with. Novaria is a pretty tough mage to play against, and with this meta, she's even way better. So take it up here for more.
Maybe they're gonna ban now some mages here because mid lane's still unclear from the side of Team like Cavalry, and Novaria has a great matchup against most mages honestly. Like she's always safe. Like it's hard to reach her even if you get a pick off mage like Adita. Like if the Novaria has enough map awareness, it's gonna be really hard to catch her. If you want to kill them at Novaria, you should go for an assassin like Hayabusa, Ling. Ling is obviously banned right now, but like Hayabusa, if any assassin that can actually catch up to her, like position wise, like Hayabusa can dash forward and if any can just fly to her.
I mean, Matilda can also do the same thing. I mean, you have the assassin tanked roam, which you can also fly, use a circling eagle to go to the Novaria. And once again, you know, Esme banned right there for Savannah. I think banning Xavier is also a really good option because Xavier is one of those mages who is able to also contest against Novaria in terms of long range, you know, poke back and forth. So that could also be the case, but if you do want to play super safe on the Nova, I think like Luke said, you're better off banning the Fanny, banning the Hayabusa, or maybe anything that just jumps straight into the backline.
I wouldn't actually be surprised if we see. Okay, that's another mage ban like Louis. Okay, would have been good for the team fight situation, but like, yeah, mid lane situation is not the issue. But yeah, for team fights, Louis been very good because with the with the passive, she can keep zoning everyone away. Now we see the last ban incoming from Light Cavalry. They could ban.
I'll take a guess, and it's gonna be like a Yuzong, maybe a maybe the. I mean, I
Nah,
got
not the
thinking at the
Yuzong. You're not
times.
banning the Yuzong when you have already the counter picked for him.
That's true. Lapu, I guess. Lapu works sometimes against Teresa Exborg as well,
I would expect actually an Edith ban here right now.
or Edith as well. But right now it's still under another small technical difficulty, but we're just taking guesses at this point.
Guess the ban, dear audience.
Guess the ban part 2, what did they ban? What you think? I mean, whoever guesses right is gonna win 0 diamonds for me, I'm just saying.
What do you mean? Before you gave out 5 diamonds, now you give 0. That's a scam.
I scammed Lone, he never got anything. Watch him
Oh my
complain
god.
in the comments. I am a fraud. I'm a scam. I'm joking, I'm not. But yeah.
Hmm. Huh? Someone said to fix my hair. What? What the hell? Wait. Hold on. Wait, huh? Like what? Eh, I don't get it.
I think you got like a bold spot on the right side of the hair.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
it's like there's a bold
Anyways.
spot shining from here.
What the hell? Wait, what? Well, let me rewatch the stream afterwards. But anyways, now we're in game between Light Cavalry against Occupy, and that's the second game here.
Napu!
If Light,
Napu and Terizla!
oi, wait, we see Fubius on the side from Team Occupy.
We've seen the Phobies, but now we see the Terizla mid lane and the Napu
Oi.
on the XP lane.
I mean, I kind of like to pick more often Terizla in my own 5Ks on the mid lane, but like, I haven't seen Terizla winning actually on mid lane, even though it's an interesting pick on mid lane. I have yet to see wins on this hero.
I mean, now we got the Fanny as well, something we said, maybe something...
Yeah, I told you
consider
Fanny would be
banning.
picked up by Team Light Cavalry. I told you this would happen. Like, my predictions on junglers are actually on point today. Like, I predicted the Leo mod on Alejandro, I predicted now the Fanny on Team Light Cavalry. Like, what else do you want? Now comes the
Oh.
invite from Occupy. Pick off on Pem. First blood, perfect.
The like impounds coming in on Pem, pretty unfortunate for Pem here. I mean, seeing the Fanny pick, seeing Light Cavalry's draft, it is actually good. But on the other side, like Team Occupy's draft is just super aggressive. The Phovius, the Baxia, the Kufra, the Roger, the Luvar, they have an aggressive draft. They have a draft where they just want to fight. And there this rap is going in with a cutthroat, but unfortunately a flicker coming in from Amar Jr. here, you know, he is escaping that on time. On the other side, Venox in trouble. I mean, he's getting zoned out here, but still manages to have a really good wave management, which gonna give it to him. No, this is
Okay. My internet is now a bit dying. Okay, now I'm back. Anyways, turtle secured for Team Occupy, and now it's pressuring like Cavalry, but like it's a Fanny. You can wait. Man, he wanted to play away already before he secured the blue buff. Yeah, I saw that. You cannot hide that moment from us, Rep. Like I need to make a gif about that moment. Like
he wanted to go
when you
in.
forget when you forgot your food in the oven, something like that.
But speaking of the oven here, looks like Crap is cooking him the cutthroat. You know, gets Faves really low on HP. The Zaman Force and Pem is on low HP as well. And there it is, the penalty zone coming in from Grieve over here, but will be taken. Faves out. Though Grieve is he safe though? He's safe from Throwboy. He does not have the flicker anymore and it's taken out by the Lycan Pounds on the bottom lane side, though Abamar gotta watch out. He doesn't have the flicker and you know, Lito on the Lapu, he's able to engage as much as he wants. I mean, we've seen this guy on Lapu several times and he outshined almost every XP laner on his Lapu. So let's see how this one's gonna play out. You already see his playstyle, his aggressiveness, the fact that he's trying his best to freeze. And there it is. Bravest fighter triggered, and he's going in for more, but the retribution coming in from Rapid the Cutthroat. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, you gotta watch out. Lito is gonna be doing stuff like this, and you have Rap. I mean, to be fair, the team play from the side of Light Cavalry is unlike most teams I've seen. This like they know and they're pretty comfortable playing with each other, especially it's around Lito and Rab, the jungle and XP laner. These two specifically, they play together super well. But now, Turtle is gonna be up second turtle of the game. It is 2-2, 1k ahead, and farm is Occupy. But now let's see how it's gonna play out. I mean, you've seen the fast mid clear coming from both teams, and the cutthroat going in on the Roger. Venox is in trouble. The retribution from Rap will be getting out there. It is taking the last tower shot, surviving it. But there it is, the penalty zone coming in from Grieve. Unfortunately, missing the target. On the other hand, the circling eagle. There it is, raging slash coming in from Laitu, but Phobius on the other hand is going in. Fanny is going in and out. The Zaman Force from Allen, but he gotta watch out from Abu Ammar, and there it is. He doesn't have his ult anymore. The Phobius will have to get out. What a fight here. That was a really long brawl, to be honest, but at the end of the day, it did go for the side of Light Cavalry here.
I mean, the cables of Rap are just beautiful. Like, it's just satisfying to watch. Like, you see, he's hitting his cables when he's actually moving like he intended to, where he wants to go. Like, he was on the bot lane, and the next moment he's on the turtle, securing it. And the Occupy have a little problem here. Like, team like Cavalry, they just want to fight, but now Ellen might be in trouble. He's getting away. Woo!
Demonic Force triggered by Abu Ammar here, but unfortunately, he's not gonna have it later on, and this could be a potential fight going in for the side of Light Cavalry. I mean, they are playing pretty aggressive, even though the aggressive draft is on Team Occupy's side. This is quite unexpected, actually, coming in from Light Cavalry.
I mean, Fervis is camping on the bot lane so far, but oh, they actually, if they go for the cut, they could maybe potentially push the bot lane, but on the top lane they have problems. Now comes Rap, he's looking for a kill! He doesn't get anyone but that tower.
But now the bottom lane side, you have Occupy pressuring Lito here. Lito might either want to fight back or give it up, and the Tyrant's Revenge with the Tyrant's Rage and the Lycan Pounds coming in from Venox. They can not only Lito but the tower. Grieve going in on
Venox
the
down
zone.
probably.
Venox is gonna be taken down over here. Ooh, pretty low HP, but
not
it survives just in time. And there it is, still going in. Pem on that flicker, but Pem will be getting out safely somehow. Still, he was looking for that kill. He was not. They do not want to leave Venox alone. I mean, they know the dangers of leaving Roger fed. You don't want to have or play against a Roger whose Lycan Pounds can delete you. So. You have the third turtle coming up in 5 seconds. What do you think is gonna happen here? What do you think the game plan? The penalty force, the Zaman coming out, Zaman force as well, the penalty zone. But what do you think the game plan? What do you think Occupy needs to do to have a better outcome of these fights? I mean, yeah, they pick off, they push, but I feel like it's not gonna be the best later on. A Throwboy does win the red tree. Wait, hold on a minute. Pem is winning those, and there it is, the demonic force from Mars going for more. There it is, the Astral Recall from Ha taking a kill here on Pem. And now they wait for Faves. Faves does not have the flicker, but has have an engage, has the Tyrant's Revenge, the Tyrant's Rage. Is he gonna be going for it? Let's see, as Rap is in trouble. The Astral Recall alongside full hit with the Throwboy, and they do get a kill on the blue side here. And never mind, I think Occupy just answered my question. Allen over taking the tower here in the bottom lane side. Meanwhile,
Oi, mid lane, we're getting. Oi, Krav out of position, getting picked off, and now we see Graves Fighter coming in. Yeah, nothing else happening. Yeah, like they lost a member, they lost the top tower. Occupy again, similar situation as last game. They're winning on the macro department. They're winning on the rotations. Have a clean up game plan, and that's sort of situation. Ha is performing again very well on Novaria 202. This time not 100% kill participation, obviously, because he wasn't everywhere, but he's still there. And from the side of Team Black Cavalry, like the macro gameplay is kind of all over the place. But when it comes to the team fights, when they're all actually together, they are showing up. And as you can see, Flicker being triggered already for Mamar, and now comes the Cavalry from like Occupy. But yeah, nothing's going on now, and Rep can just get the red buff and probably get something done here. Probably going to the team fight.
A little bit out of position.
Look at Rep soon. If the team fight continues. No, it doesn't continue.
I mean, he does not have his blue buff. I don't think he wanna be risking it. He wants to play safe and secure. Probably get.
What do you mean safe and secure? What's safe and secure when
the energy, but it still loses his blue buff here. And now Throwboy looking for a fight here with Kree with the penalty zone, but the Zaman force.
It's a 4v5. What?
Never mind, Ha takes up the kill here. 4v5 is committing here. They're trying to go for something, but unfortunately, all they did was just lose a member and potentially the mid lane as well.
Oh, mid lane is still standing strong, but Lord could get lost for the side of team. Like Cavalry and Pam again. I don't know. Pam's Matilda is a bit suspicious.
I know Pam is really good. I've seen him Matilda, I've seen him Lolita, I've seen him a lot of stuff. He's excellent on his roamers, but for this specific match, I don't think it's his game though. But you know, maybe we know Pam. He's gonna try to figure things out. He always adapts within the game. So we could see something completely different right after this Lord fight if Light Cavalry manages to stay in the game.
I mean, it's not only Pam that is having a weird game, it's also Clef. Like I think Teresa's a bit cursed on the mid lane. Like I have yet to see Teresa win a tournament game on the mid lane.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, what is this penalty zone? What?
The penalty zone coming in on the mid lane. But now they engage, coming back, the counter engage with Throwboy just to go in for the mid lane. There it is, and they're probably gonna look for more. I mean, you have the bottom lane push, you have the top lane push, and another mid wave coming through as they clear the mid lane quickly. So Light Cavalry needs to think fast. They need to figure out something. They need to hope to get that wipe out in the next fight they take. They hope to win it. So let's see how it's gonna play out. Throwboy is looking for something. He's rolling around. There it is. Light 2 stopping him, slamming the ground, stunning him in the floor. But is this gonna be enough for them to do something? And it looks like they managed to protect mid. But in the meanwhile, even though Trev has the flicker, he's just CC to the point on Teresa where he just can't out. He can't get out. Not even the flicker can save him. Not even Pam's shield with the dash can save him. Teresa is cursed only on mid lane. We're seeing it. We're witnessing it. I would say it's a pretty tough matchup, considering the fact that you're playing also against such a beefy lineup with Novaria. Allen is looking for something, and there's a cut throw, but the penalty zone followed up by Krev with a flicker as well. Might go for the kill, and there it is.
There we have it.
Out.
Finally, Team Black Cavalry playing towards the strengths.
there it is, Team Light Cavalry finally putting in the work, playing in as the team they want to be, and there it is going for Venox as well. The follow-up coming out from Pen just to make sure his team is safe and sound. And there it is, they found a door. This is the thing about Light Cavalry. They see a chance, they instantly go. They know they were gonna take that. They're similar to Birthright in some way. Like you've seen Birthright's previous performances, where sometimes even when they're losing, the slightest hint of opportunity, they will just go for it all in and still works out for it. And there it is, we're seeing it here, of course, on Light Cavalry as well. Got another technical difficulty. I apologize deeply from the bottom of my heart, even though it's not my fault.
Pausing that stage of the game actually benefits like Cavalry to reorganize themselves.
Yeah, they need to start thinking through, seeing what's wrong, seeing what went wrong, and maybe try to improve upon that. And
I mean, the
like,
game isn't over yet. It's just a 3k gold deficit, and Allen is actually having an amazing game so far for a team like Cavalry. Can't say the same really about the rest because Rap already messed up once and at the start, like he died once, and he didn't have the same impact as, for example, Venox or Hagen. Like, they have been just
mhm.
playing amazing. Trollboy is the supporter boy on the jungle, and Buffs and Amara just supporting. Now we are back in the game. Well, what happened here?
Penalties on coming in, but taken out not only about more of a throwboy here as well, and looks like Light
Look at
Cavalry
this.
are winning.
I told you it's micro diff. Look at the micro diff and the team fight setup. Like, yeah, look at this.
Down there, and now he's taking him out, and there it is, a 4-0. What a play coming, and now they know they can lord if they want. Allen though doesn't have enough mana, looks like he'll be recalling soon. And I mean, I think the curse might be broken. I'm just saying that the Rizla mid curse might be broken, Wolkenstern.
Don't jinx it yet. It's not over yet.
I mean, yeah, like if you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh, some dude named Joey Wheeler, his line is "It ain't over till it's over." So I guess this applies in this case as well. But for now,
I mean, like the same situation as in the previous games, or actually in almost the Occupy games. Like they're winning the macro gameplay. You saw they had good rotations at the early game, good setups, clean gameplay, tower push. But now the later the games goes, the more they are getting exposed.
I guess so. There it is, phase going into the Tyrant's Revenge, only to find Krieve there. And they need to watch out now. Krieve, you know, he has a penalty zone. Light who can back up with that. They all have the everyone from both sides have the resources except the flicker of Krieve. But now they gotta watch out. They gotta see how it's gonna play out there in this last
Lighto.
cycle. But there it is, Landshaker. There's a Raging Stat, the penalty zone. But the jump, the demonic force coming in from Abu Mars going after Allen. But Allen doesn't look like he's taking damage at all. He has that Matilda shield. He has a shield from himself as well. It's like he's not getting affected by the Phobias, but in the meanwhile,
The mid inhibitor is falling,
we can see
and Rap is waiting for his
preparing.
moment. Look at his
And there it
position,
is.
and he's going in.
The cutthroat, but doesn't do much with it, unfortunately. But now they're gonna try to push.
That's
here
another
on the
inhibitor though.
top lane. That's another one. And
Like it usually starts with just one good team fight for a team like Cavalry. They're back in the game, having the lead again, and etc. Like it usually just starts with one big mess up from Team Occupy team fights. Like, yeah, how to avoid mistakes? Don't be in the bad team fights in the first place. And that was Microdif.
that was huge microwave here as he baited the Lycan Pounds just to take it away and kill it. Venox baited. Unfortunately, and on the other side, the penalty zone, Throwboy might be in trouble. There it is, Allen just picks up the kill, said, nope, you're not rolling out of there, and successfully does so. And this could, ladies and gentlemen, be an end potentially, I'm just saying. They could probably end with the upcoming minion wave coming on the mid lane, but now they need to defend this. roughly, even if they're putting their life on the line here, which also something you could try. But now that the minion has gotten in, and now you have
Oh,
Cutthroat coming in from Rap, and
There-
this could be game number 2,
no,
ladies
there's no
and gentlemen.
no minion yet. They
Yeah,
need
there
minions
is
if
no
they want to
minion.
end this.
About
But there are
Mars
people
Trouble,
dying.
though. The Lycan Pound, wait, Venox is looking for something. Hold on.
Yeah,
There
two
is
members
Abamar.
down. Now they could end with the top wave. They're 5v2 and
And
they're
there
ending
it is,
this.
the
And
Zaman
GG.
Force, and this is game number 2. This is Zaman Force coming in from the Hearth. I mean, of course, he's waiting for that 1 minion, and he's gonna be going for it. And the games, I mean, I thought Occupy was gonna win twice. I thought I was gonna be proven wrong again, but like this time it went for my prediction, but like I was not expecting that. Like the late game, this is where the individual micro player skill on both teams, the team play as well, this is where it all shines. This is where it all begins, and we're seeing it right now. I mean, you don't want to play a late game now against Light Cavalry. They have the macro skill,
And the micro, obviously.
and obviously the micro as well.
Allen 40% team damage, like he was the man of the game. Like I didn't see a single error from him positioning wise when it mattered a lot.
I agree, and Alan just been on top performance as well today, actually. In the meanwhile, like if you've seen Alan on this Harris game, he was being unaffected by his counter picks. Like Faves had no effect on him, Abamar had no effect. This man was just having a game of his life, and there it is. It paid off for him. He got the win for his team. Well played to Light Cavalry, but now we have to wish another farewell to one of the well-known teams around MENA, and also they proved themselves several times, and also is known around EU as well. Goodbye, Team Occupy. We've loved your gameplay, but unfortunately, I don't think this is your mech this year. Maybe next year they could impress us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this has been interesting. What do you think of the games so far? I mean, a lot of comebacks, a lot of constant fightings, a lot of good gameplays, and a lot of mistakes. It's just, I think this is honestly shocking to see. Like, this is anything but from the last week, right? Because the patch update, this changes things. This applies pressure on everyone now. Everyone know the power of a patch note change, and there it is. That's its power right there. When you like, I think we've seen this on the first series, Birthright versus Team Lunatic, right? Everyone used to say Team Lunatic, and now 2-0. I mean, everyone say Birthright and then 2-0 Team Lunatic just because of the patch note, because Team Lunatic were able to adjust to it faster. And same goes here. I mean, yeah, everyone said Light Cavalry, and so Light Cavalry won because they played better with these patch notes. But we also almost saw like great games coming in from Team Occupy. They held their ground. They made sure they put everyone on edge here. But at the end of the day, Light Cavalry at the late game, they managed to show off their skills micro wise. They were able to win it. I'd say well played for both teams. What do you think about today's stream, Oak?
Well, it's very interesting picks and moments from every team that played today. Actually, like we saw interesting things from Alejandro today on the Leo mod. We also saw very good gameplay and team play from Team Lunatic. Both teams had the chances to win their respective games. Same in this series. Occupy versus team like Cavalry. Like Ha was perfectly playing on Mage. Like even the second game, he tried his best on Novara, but like the thing is with Novara, you're depending on your team to make a decision, like to win or lose, and you're not the decision maker, Novaria. You're just shining, but like you're not the one who's ending the game for your team. Like unlike last with Valentina, who has carry potential.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you here. But what a great series so far. This is the power of the patch notes, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you don't adjust to whatever came into the game, the latest change. And Yeah, well played once again for Team Birthright. Well played for Team Occupy. Both teams, they tried their best. They gave us really good performance, but unfortunately we'll have to wish them a really farewell. I've enjoyed their gameplay, but now we gotta look out, and we have a dangerous team in our hands. Team Lunatic and Team Light Cavalry, but Team Lunatic now, they're not the same as last week. They're way different, and it's not something to be taken lightly.
And with this, I hope we are wrapping this up now. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, and watch out tomorrow. There are another few best of series here. I think it's the upper bracket matches tomorrow between Meta Black and Team Taiko, I believe, and also on the other side we have Team Opertum versus CNQ, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So tomorrow more action incoming. Don't stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe. And we hope to wish you to see you tomorrow too.
See ya, and we'll see you next time.
Ain't no last name.